Okay. Hello. We are live. You see the little wheel?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Well,
Hey, everybody.
hello, everyone. We are super fired up to be here. I am Karen Campbell, and this is one of my best friends in the whole world, Mandy Brown. And we are creating this. Oh,
It's here.
we are creating this showgirl today. So I hope you are all ready to get our crafts on. Almost said crafts on.
No, craft.
to get
With an F.
our crafts going today. Who is excited? And let me say hello. I've seen some people.
Oh, so many people are here.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, lovely. Okay, well, it looks like we're having technical difficulties
Maybe just Facebook?
creating a new live stream, or just remove this destination and then re-add it. Okay, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
All right, we're having some tech difficulties. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back on Facebook, guys. Hold on. Close screen. Yes. Right?
Mm-hmm.
No idea. I'm going to do it again.
Facebook is so annoying for these lives.
Facebook is annoying. Did I want to delete the post though? I don't know. Let me try this again. Oh, edit live stream. Hold on. This one was not working either. Remove. All right. Sorry. We are streaming also to YouTube. Oh, okay. Fine. Okay. So we are on YouTube. So magical staff members. All right. I'm going to add back Facebook and see how we do. This is the worst. Okay, connected.
We'll get there.
I know we will. Connected. Why is it? Hold on. Okay. Hold on. I'm just going to add there.
Yeah.
That should be it. Okay, right now.
Yep.
All right.
Ooh, it looks like
it's reconnecting.
Spinning. It's trying to connect.
Okay, good. I think it's not streaming to my group, but I think it is streaming to the page. Yes, okay. I believe. That is my page. And the Facebook group is lost. Okay, so I don't know why. So, all right, magical team. So sorry about that. We are back up on Facebook, but on Karen Campbell artist page and not in the Facebook group. So Tara, if you're out there listening, you don't need to be in the Facebook group, or you can let them know to come in on YouTube. I'm streaming across 3 YouTube channels. I have 3 YouTube channels and I'm on all of them right now. Jeanette, if you don't mind coordinating behind the scenes with Tara, she can make a post in the Facebook group to join us on YouTube. That would probably be best.
Yeah.
So anyways, so sorry for that false start. Let's back up a little bit and say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody. Yes. And again, I'm Karen Campbell. I'm the founder of Awesome Art School, and Mandy is coming with me today and all of you to create a Speakeasy Showgirl that you are going to shock yourself how awesome you do today. I guarantee it. We are super excited. So let's see where everyone is watching from. I've seen everywhere. We've seen France, Indiana, Northern Ireland, Michigan, Scotland, Kentucky. Amazing. Louise is here from Scotland. I know she's from Bonnie, Scotland. I know it. See lots of club members here. Hi, guys. It's so nice to see some familiar faces and lots of new faces as well. Yeah. Normally I come on and read everyone's name, but we had such a crappy start there that I'm sorry we missed a lot of you.
I'm Swedish.
Oh, you're actually a Swedish princess.
I am the Swedish princess.
She has a full story.
I won't tell you and bore you with that today.
Yeah, when we have more cocktails, we'll go into the deets. I laughed for like 2 hours when she first told me that. Hilarious.
We have no legit claims to the throne now.
Yeah.
Or I wouldn't be here.
That's right. Sandy's coming from Vegas. I love Vegas so much. And this is it's pretty Vegas inspired. I just bought this ridiculous ring in Vegas. My husband and I go there every year for our January wedding anniversary. I love some Vegas. And we actually went to the Burlesque Museum when we were there this past January, which is like totally also the inspiration for these shenanigans that we have happening today. So we are delighted that you guys are all here. Yes, I know it isn't. It's not in the Facebook group. It's not working in there. So we're going to have to go on with the show.
They're working on it behind the scenes.
I don't think we can stream there. It wasn't even showing up. So we're on my page and we're on 3 YouTube channels. So if you can just make a post in the Facebook group, Tara, and let everyone know to come join me on YouTube, that would be great. Yes, we have a lot of magical team members who are helping in the wings today. So this is a great suggestion from Jeanette. Actually, just type question in caps, not the whole question itself, because you'll be marked as spam, and a lot of times YouTube will actually silence those questions. So you can put capital question and then your question. That would be phenomenal. I am going to thank you, Tara. I'm going to run down our supplies. Then
Donna Lyons here.
Then I will go over supplies. I think I just said that. And then if you have any, pretty sure I just said that 2 times. And then if you have any questions before we dive in, we'll have a little window where you can ask. Go grab a hairdryer if you didn't grab one yet. Go pee. I'm going to have to pee at least like 4 times, just so so don't worry about that. I'm kind of a peer. And then we're going to dive in. Okay?
Awesome.
All right. So let's go through our supplies that we need one by one. Hopefully everybody downloaded the supplies PDF and the traceable by now. I hope you're good to go. I feel like you would be good to go.
I think they are.
I feel like you guys are good to go. All right. So the first things that we are going to need, I'm laughing already and we haven't even started yet. Do they have speakeasy workshops for crows? They have them for all ages.
They do.
And even crones can wear outfits and then they look super snazzy.
Yes.
Awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. So for supplies, this is what you're going to need today. You are going to need a substrate you can use, and hopefully everybody, just bring me your questions as I chat, okay? So you should have a piece of watercolor paper or a canvas. Mandy, we don't have our canvases out.
Ooh, I will find them.
I forgot the canvases. I'm like, I think we forgot our own canvases. Okay, I gotta make sure I have my glasses on so I can see your questions. Okay, that's hilarious. It's hilarious. We forgot our own thing. They're probably in the top. We're going to be doing 11 by 14, I think. Okay. I think that's too big. So we're kind of like squeezed on my art table. So we'll be doing 11 by 14. A lot of people have asked you what size my original girl is, and she's really big. She is 18 by 24. No one should be working that large because the traceables I provided are would be tiny actually on here. So I think 11 by 14 minimum, 12 by 16. If you find the 12 by 16 ones, can you bring those too? Those would be great size as well. Okay. That's.
I'm glad you had a sturdy ladder in there.
Yes. Yes. Short. Oh yeah, I live by that ladder. Thanks so much,
so we have this one.
We have
which is 12 by 16.
Okay.
And 11 by 14.
Okay, perfect. We'll just see. We'll move this and then we'll see what fits. It actually doesn't matter, Tammy. That's a great question. Yep, you can use either side today because the whole entire thing is going to be covered with paint before you ever. Either side. Great question. If you see any questions, let me know. I'm super blind. Okay.
Just seeing lots of hellos still from everywhere.
Okay. Amazing.
I think that's so cool.
Oh, you're traveling in NC? I'm in NC right now. Whoop, whoop. Okay. So we need a surface of some kind. You can use the canvas panel. You can use the canvas. Then we're going to use our tissue papers. Okay, you can also use book pages, work great for this. And scrapbook paper is my another favorite. Make sure you're going to want to have, I like matte medium is my favorite. Might make this a little bit bigger.
Yeah, that's good.
Matte medium, just come close to me, Mandy. Don't be shy.
Okay.
So matte medium is my favorite for gluing collage. And you're also going to need...
why do you like that better than Mod Podge?
So Mod Podge is not great to paint on.
Okay.
Like at all. It is made for glue, but like crafts. And it's not really great. It doesn't accept acrylic well because it creates like a plastic surface. And when you paint on plastic, sometimes it can chip. It's just not ideal. But however,
so grab your matte medium.
So matte medium you can use for collage and then paint on equally well. So it's like made for painting on.
Yeah.
And it's because this is going to be the base of our project, which we're going to be painting on, then I know with full confidence it's going to be perfect. Easy peasy. So you want a little gesso. Gesso is kind of a staple for mixed media. So definitely have some of that. We're not going to use a lot, but if you're hanging with me, you'll use gesso quite a bit. Then we're going to need some paint colors for the skin and the dresses. So grab some. I would do like a two-tone of anything. So we're doing like two-tone teal. You could do like two-tone pink. You could do like a light pink and a dark pink, or like a light purple and a dark purple. And I do love a little bit of like antiquing the paper.
Yeah, that looks so cool.
I like a little bit of a brown for that. So I like transparent ink, or I love acrylic inks are really great for this as well. Some people always ask, like, can I do coffee and tea? And I'm like, sure. Yeah, but it would make me hungry, honestly. So I don't like to do that. But yeah, sure you can. And then we are going to use gelatos today. And that is my secret sauce for
I love those.
Creating shading like a dream. And then we're going to be using some Mod Podge to seal. And then I did buy some feathers. And we're actually going to glue some feathers on. We're going to paint and glue some. So if you want to paint all of yours or glue all of yours, you'll learn all of that. So yeah. Are you guys ready? If you're ready, can you write in the comments? Yes, I'm ready. So I can see that you guys are rocking ready, and I'm going to look.
Looks like we're getting there. One question about acrylic paper. Did you see that?
I did not.
Right here. I think just as a substrate idea.
Do you need the StreamYard link on Facebook? I see your name, so nope, you're good. And also, hi, Valerie.
Hi,
Valerie. Acrylic paper would be fine. Yes, that would absolutely work. It's not very common. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Love that so much, Gail. Do you want to grab my Art Deco girl?
Yeah.
She's also one. I just had to stop because that's also my favorite thing. So actually, I thought this one is on the back of a record cover. So I just had to say, hop, hop, go, Gail, love it. It's gonna look great. That's another project I'm adding to the Mixed Media Society, as a matter of fact. And just fun fact, the whole reason that we're doing this is actually because we're kicking off a whole Showgirls series in my Mixed Media Art Club. So this is project 1, and then we're going to be doing really fun Showgirl projects all like spring and summer long. So this is number 1. We like to like kick off series. I have a party. I have a couple of art clubs though. I like to do this because it's super fun. It like motivates our members. It gets me super enthused for creating new lessons because I have to develop so many new ones every month. Super fun. So thank everyone for being here. We hope you enjoy your super fun free event today.
We've got people ready.
Yes. Oh, this is an excellent question from Scrappy Soul Sister. You totally can use matte medium to seal. Yes. Yes, you totally can. Great question. Lisa asks, are you using a canvas? We're using a canvas panel, actually. Jonah, are they next to you?
They are next to me.
Oh, sorry. You literally are Vanna White. I love you so much.
I told you I would be your Vanna.
So this is a canvas panel. And I love these so much because they're cheaper than regular canvases. Yeah. And for collage, they work like a dream, and they're so great for transferring as well because you can push down really hard with your pen and they don't like go through the canvas. So I love a canvas panel, but this one is actually watercolor paper.
And that's the biggest sheet of watercolor paper I've ever seen.
I'm kind of like a go big or go home kind of girl.
You do.
Bigger is easier. I just think it's easier. Oh my God, Debbie skipped church to be here. Aww. Debbie, I am sure that you will be praised for your passion for the arts, so don't you worry. And I'm very delighted that you're here. Valerie says your parties are the best. Girlfriend, I love a party. Yeah. Life's too short not to have lots of parties. You know what I mean? It's just boring. It's just another Sunday. Oh, that's a great question. The gesso should be clear for this. I mean, white. I'm sorry. So, yeah, your gesso should be white because what we're going to be doing is we're kind of like creating a space for our girl to go in. And then it makes it a little bit of like a glow look because if we have all of this like all of this aged kind of look, and it kind of gives her a little bit of a brighter center stage to work from. So that's an excellent question. Thank you.
We have one more with Sky about tracing versus drawing.
Oh yes, I was not able to trace. We were able to draw. I am doing transfer today because drawing it would take all day long. I did do I know I never know what camera to do it.
I didn't see okay.
I know it's super. I don't know which one is better either.
That one's better.
I did do a full drawing lesson for my club members at Awesome Art School. So if you want to join any of the clubs today, like Mixed Media Society, which is what is kicking off this whole event, you do get the lesson on how to draw and color her in. And I drew her in pencil and then I colored her in alcohol markers. So that is available. That's actually one of the many bonuses we have going out today. But my club members, you should have been emailed at noon and I delivered this lesson to you already. And also my current Mixed Media Society members, I also gave you this pre-recorded lesson. I recorded this whole thing. So if the playback isn't your speed and you want a little bit more of like a concentrated lesson, you can watch the replay this morning. And just check your email from noon and all the information is from there.
We did have a question about clear gesso instead of matte medium.
Okay. Clear gesso and actually that's a great question too. So no, you cannot substitute clear gesso for matte medium because clear gesso has no adhesive properties to it. So it would just be like painting it with invisible paint. Matte medium is an adhesive. So it's a glue and gesso is a surface prep. So it just like gets it ready for the paint, but it doesn't glue your sheets together. And we want glue. So the matte medium is essential. Because we need your things glued on. You can put clear gesso on top because then you're prepping your surface. But nope, they're totally different materials. That's a really good question. Art Mama asks, can I add white acrylic to my clear gesso since I only have clear gesso? Yeah, I think that's totally fine. That is a great suggestion.
Yes, white acrylic kind of like white gesso?
It's not because
to do this effect?
It's not. No, but what would be cool if you do like a 1-to-1 acrylic, like half acrylic and half gesso, you'll end up getting it very white gesso-like because white gesso is like it's semi-transparent. It's not super opaque like white. So it's perfect. So that is a great suggestion, Art Mama. And actually, thank you for asking because that's also it's a great question and it's a great suggestion as well. You're welcome, Ellen Goodman. I see you there, girlfriend. Terry asks, should I position my girl at the bottom of a long? Ooh. I think what you should do, Terry, is I think you should take the reference and you should put it down on your canvas and just see. I would probably put her like maybe smack in the middle. And just see how high her thingamajiggies go.
Yeah, her feathers.
Her feathers. Because she's probably about, how tall is she? 24. Yeah, that's a good question. I would probably put her in the middle. Yeah, that's a good question. And then just fade her out even like that one.
Yeah.
I have a lot of things that just fade into nothing at the bottom of the canvas.
Depending how many feathers you had, you could put more along the bottom, like she's got a feather boa or something,
Yeah, totally. So she just kind of like fades to nothing. Yeah. You could do that with her bottom as well. You could bring up the antiquing look. And I'll show you at the very end too how you can do that super quick with like a stamp pad. It's my extra cheat. Everything I do is a shortcut and a cheat. There's nothing complicated ever in my life. So I got you. There's always a well.
Somebody said she hadn't done mixed media in a long time. And I'm with you. I haven't either. I've been doing a little more watercolor and stuff in the Celtic Collective. So you're totally not alone.
So we just covered this. If you don't have gesso, you can just do some white paint and you'll just put it on like sparingly. That is totally fine. And Jeanette is my she is an artist and she is helping to answer questions too. So if she's answering your questions, just know she's a trusted,
legit
magical team member. And whatever Jeanette says, you can absolutely believe and go for. She's an amazing artist.
Russell Salento is helping as well.
Oh my God, hilarious.
For the Facebook group. Yeah. Thank you.
That is funny. Oh, good. I'm glad you love that lesson, Bianca. It's coming. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Stacy. That's super sweet. I forget that is even a thing. That's very sweet of you, Stacy. And didn't you just sign up for Lifetime yesterday? I feel like. Oh, you might have done that. You should definitely wait for me. We need to put the background on. All right, let's get started.
Are we ready?
I'm ready. I feel like we're ready to go. So let's all open up our canvases. We are starting this from scratch. We're going to do it all together. All right, so I'm not skipping and forwarding any. Let's move our girl, a gigantic girl. I'm gonna put her right here. He's like, I'm gonna make me small. I love this. Jeanette is like a magic 8-ball. She knows things. That's hilarious. Okay. Oop, that's the wrong way. I don't want it that way. Oh, I wonder. We want it the other way. Why is it doing the wrong one? That's annoying.
Yeah, it's a little backwards from what we were looking at before.
I know. Why is that, though? Here, I'm going to try to move it. Do it again. Crap. It's literally backwards. I don't know why that would be.
Bizarre.
That is bizarre.
Do you have to drag and drop either of those windows at the bottom?
No.
Do they move?
No, I've done this. Oh no. Okay. Could you not hear me just then? I was going to say, why do we always have tech difficulties?
Looks like you hit the mute button.
When I'm live. Because this got like reversed. I think I need to leave and come back in. All right. So I'm gonna.
No voice still. Oh, we're back.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
There's a delay. So when I came back, that's not good.
Here's one canvas. Get this one out of the way.
Yes. Oh, good. We're doing little.
Yeah, if that's what you want, because you've got the other one here too. Do you want to be a bigger one?
I'm back, and you can hear me. Okay.
Do you want the big one?
Sure.
I thought you did. You were looking at it like, don't take it away.
No, I think I actually need to leave and then come back in to fix that, which just scares me a little bit. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. Do not leave. I'm coming right back. I just need to. This first. And then I add this. It's supposed to be reversed where our canvas is large and we are tiny. And it was set up that way until the Facebook crashed. And now it's like not doing that, which is not good. And then you can't hear me when I'm there. So that's also not good. So maybe I will make this huge.
Yeah.
Would that be okay?
Totally.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
No, you were so fine.
Okay. I have a zoom on my webcam, which is very handy because I will show you everything super close up. And I apologize. I'm too scared to leave the whole thing because I don't want to ruin the whole thing. All right.
Do you want to just show the art?
All right. Can you hear me now? I should be back up. They're all laughing.
I know.
Oh my God. Sorry. This is so like what happens.
There's always something every time.
Okay.
But it'll be worth it. This is a great project. I know.
Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, all is good.
Good.
Thank you so much. Yay. Okay. Are we ready? We're ready. You're going to see both of us, but you're going to see my sheet. Mm-hmm. It's so sad.
No, it's not.
Do you want to do it next?
You're the teacher.
Do you want to shove that shit off and do it right there?
This is totally fine. Yeah.
And then what size?
And then I can just like pop mine up every once in a while to be like, this is what somebody who doesn't do mixed media every day, what hers looks like.
Okay. And I will take this down, although I actually doesn't, funnily, it doesn't actually cover up anything. Oh, no, it was. God, I'm stumbling like a total idiot right now.
No,
all right.
Fine.
So we have our canvases. This is a smaller than I feel comfortable with because I love everything large. But this is what you should do before you even start. Oh, that's fine. You're going to lay out your transfers that you should have gotten me with your PDF. Because this is literally what we're going to be transferring on. All right. So just make sure you have room. So if it's too small, you can also just do this. This would look really lovely also, and just do her head. That would be lovely as well. Oh God. I know. I don't think I'm going to actually get my, I don't think I'm going to get that dirty today.
I hope not. I'm trusting you.
Sadly. All right.
Because I do love this dress.
I know. You can use my Egypt one if you want.
No, I brought one.
Okay.
I brought my Highland cow one.
Now we've bumbled our idiot butts together. Let's start. We are going to open up your canvases and we're going to use matte medium first.
Are we ripping the tissue paper?
I am. And I'm going to squirt a whole bunch of it into my bowl. And I'm going to get some foam. Oh, you're arting. Yes, Mandy.
Thank you, girl.
All right. We will definitely be able to
No, you're totally
show
fine.
You in there.
Keep going.
Okay.
They're excited.
You can use paper. You want to use tissue paper?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so you can use that. I'll just do that to stay on the same page. Hi, Cindy. Oh, I'm glad you said this is the best Sunday. This is the best for me as well. All right, so I'm going to take, this is a huge sheet. And so if you need more, we're not going to need more.
I think I'm good.
So this is linked. This is the top of your link from the PDF I gave you. And I'm just ripping off I usually do it like the size of my hand is a good size. Mm-hmm. And we're going to put them all around, but we're going to leave the middle empty. So we're going to do it like a frame around, okay? So once you have we're going to rip off some chunks. Oh my God, my dog needs to go out. She's so classic.
She's a little needy right now.
It's classic live scenario.
But it's like a toddler when you're on the phone and the kids are they need your attention right then.
Yes. All right. So I feel like this is the smallest canvas in the world for me.
You can do it.
I know, right? I'm always like, it's so small. I'm such a space hog. All my students will tell you. I can't do anything small, and it is annoying every day.
But I liked what you said the other day. You were like, I like bigger because it's easier.
It is easier because
and I think it's intimidating.
You don't have to scoonch.
But you're right.
It's so much less scoochy. Scooching is annoying. All right. Do you have kind of a lot?
Yeah, I have a lot.
All right. And here's a fun tip. If you're doing tissue paper ripping, you'll have all these flat edges. So use those to line up. Sorry, I didn't give my hot tip early enough.
Done ripping.
Yeah. So I save all the even sides. Smart. So the corners go in the corner. It's like a puzzle. And then flat edges go along your flat edges.
I have a couple flat edges.
You didn't screw it all up yet?
I didn't screw it all up. We're good.
All right. So we're just gonna rip a bunch. Oh, the fan is blowing
away.
Yeah, they are.
It's time to glue.
Yeah, we are gonna glue. All right. So
how's everybody doing?
Yes.
Questions or no? Valerie says bigger is so much easier. Okay. I'm going to try to go bigger then.
Yes. This is 100% true. Bigger is easier and smaller is not faster. Yeah. No. Agreed.
True.
Yes, that is matte medium. I actually, to be totally truthful, I usually squirt it right on my canvas. So I'm trying to behave myself today and be neat. Which is very unusual. Yes. And I will show you. This is matte medium. It's the best glue in the world. And we are going to put, using our foam brushes, which hopefully you grabbed. It was on the list. And I put matte medium under and over. And this is why I don't use Mod Podge for this area, because you want a glue that is also good for painting on, because that's going to be our next step. So it's actually really important. And use a ton. Don't be sparing. Don't be a matte medium wuss. Get it on there and moosh it around.
Are you calling me a wuss?
Yes. And because if you don't use enough, it just actually causes wrinkles and bubbles. You cover the whole, you're just going to leave like a hole in the middle. So I just leave like a general area.
Because this time we don't want the collage peeking through her face, right?
Correct. So again.
This is so calming.
It is calming.
Everybody having fun? I think so. They're all busy.
I hope so. You guys better be making this with me. It's so much more fun when we do it together.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh.
The fan's blowing them
everywhere. I know,
it's
really blowing them. I can turn it off while we do this.
No, it's fine.
I'll be sweating to death. And oh my gosh, I have to talk about the Facebook group for a second because we've been having a costume contest going in the Facebook group. And I just want to thank you to everyone who actually posted selfies because I don't think there's been more selfies posted in the last 3 days than have been posted in the last probably 8 years. And it's freaking amazing. So you guys that have had the courage to do that, thank you. It makes my whole day. I'm not the only idiot dressed up online.
Same.
So honestly, it's been awesome. And if you haven't joined the Facebook group, we should be streaming there right now, but our software is not playing along nicely today. And we're actually, Tara's going to call a winner at 3 p.m. She's going to announce the winner. Drawn at random. It's not like the most beautiful person wins. It's just random. We're not jerks. I promise. I'm blowing everywhere.
It looks good.
All right. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments. But if you don't, keep putting the matte medium under and over.
That makes a big difference.
It's a huge difference. It should be like soaking wet. And then if you see any wrinkles or bubbles, take your fingers, get in there, ladies, and squish them out. Like do it while it's wet. Because when it's tacky, it's a ripping nightmare. When it's nice and wet, you can gloss your finger over. You can smooth out all your wrinkles, all your bubbles, all gone. It's super as easy as that. Okay, but you got to get in there with your finger. Yes. If you have any glue that dries completely clear for today, that is what you want. Do you have the supply list too? Make sure you have the supply list because that has everything on there. Oh, and you know what? I don't even have it on I think I took it down.
The supply list?
Yeah.
The link?
I got to put it back up. I'll pop it back up in the freebie section of the website when today is over.
You're almost done. Me too. Got a couple more spots.
No, I gotta go fill in over there a little bit more. Oh, Dawn, you have your new Speakeasy selfie as your YouTube icon. I gotta see that immediately right now.
Fun.
Oh my God. Yeah, you do. You go, girl. Love it. Oh my God. That's literally the best. Oh my God, that's super funny. Wish I could do that with my face and smooth out the wrinkles, right? Get in there, girls, with your finger and flatten them out. Oh, that's hilarious.
Is anybody else arting in costume right now?
Yeah. Does anyone arting in costume?
Or is it just us? Because I've never done this.
Just us weirdos? But you do it all the time, Mandy.
I art in my t-shirt and my pajamas.
Don't make lies up. You know you're in there with your full ball gown on. We should do a ball gown something.
Oh my gosh, that would be fun.
We should do like medieval.
Yes, we should.
Oh my God.
I have a dress for that already.
Do you?
Yes.
I don't have one yet. I can't get enough. I've been getting more and more into our costume parties.
They're so fun.
They're so fun. Like Halloween in April and January is like the most fun. Good to be random. All right. Now I have this weird space down here. So I'm just going to chuck something in there. All right. So you can see I have just a space in the middle for her face. And if it's like weird, don't worry. We're going to make it look lovely in just a second.
Yeah.
It's all good. My back is going to be like broken.
I know. Do you want your chair?
No, I feel like, I don't know.
You like to stand.
I need to stand for some reason. All right.
Oh, Dawn, you're wearing the headband. Cute.
I know, so cute.
Yeah, we're wearing our headbands, but they're itchy. Well, mine's itchy and yours is
when
digging
I take
in.
mine off, it's gonna be like Sean said it looks like it leaves like a waffle print on my head. I'm like, great.
So funny.
That's sexy. All right, I ran out of matte medium. Do you still have some?
I do.
Are you done?
Go
okay.
for it.
Oh no. Fill in that spot.
Okay. Yes, boss.
And that spot.
Okay.
All right. So you're doing it all wrong like Mandy. You want to fill these in so that it has like a continuous around.
Frame all the way around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So just even if we don't care if this is wonky, but we want the edges to be all.
Are you calling
filled.
mine wonky?
Yeah. Mandy and I go back a long time, and my love language is like
sarcasm.
Is being super sarcastic.
If
so.
she's not being sarcastic, she doesn't like you.
Yeah, pretty much. If I'm serious around you, that's not a good sign.
That's not a good sign. Same. That's how I grew up. In my family, if you weren't getting made fun of, nobody liked you.
Right? Right. It is
it's
totally like
Adam Sandler says, it's fun mean.
Yeah, it is fun mean. Like actually hilarious. And like the meaner you are, like the funnier it actually is. All right. All right. I think I have like one more to go.
I think I'm good. All right. Are you going to tell me I'm not?
I was going to say
every little
fix all the things that were wrong with it. All right. Hilarious. I'm going to come in a little bit here. This is like you really could cover the whole thing. I'd rather have you have too much than too little.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. All right. And even this is weird. Burk. I don't know what a burk is.
Sounds bad.
Burk. I haven't even had my cocktail yet. I am stone cold.
Oh, question?
Yes.
Did you ever go to a mean diner? Yes, I did in Chicago. Have you ever done that?
No, I've never even heard of it.
Hilarious. If anybody's Chicago-ish out there.
What is that?
There was a place called Ed DeBevick's, and I don't know if it's still the thing, but they would take your order and they were mean to you. And they'd be like, of course you want that, dummy.
Shut up right now.
Really funny.
Shut up right now. That was
they would just berate you like the
whole
time.
Can I make a mean art club where just jerks one another for fun? That's hilarious. I would I would never leave that diner.
You would love it.
Oh, I would do it back and they'd be like, oh, that's not funny, actually.
Yes.
They would hate me.
No, they'd probably love it. They'd give it back.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you guys framed? If you have built a frame, please say yes in the comments.
Yes.
Have you been successfully framed?
Myrtle Beach has a great mean diner.
Ooh. Oh, really?
That's not far from us. We should go there.
We should go there. I've never even heard of that before.
Oh, that's fun. What's it called?
It's really fun.
And there's one in New Orleans. Okay. Awesome.
Valerie's like, I would be a founding member to your mean art club.
It could be so fun.
That would be hilarious.
Yes. Oh, and there's a mean one in the UK.
There is? Where is it?
They're everywhere.
Where is it, Jillian? Okay, yes. I'm getting lots of yeses. Okay. Bonnie, yes, you have been framed. I only wear lipstick like twice a year, so consider yourself so lucky that I'm putting lipstick on for you.
And you reapplied.
I did reapply. I was getting chappy. That's why I don't like it. Okay. Now I have does anyone else
have lip gloss over
Do you have a matte medium finger?
No, because I didn't touch it.
How are you going to
I don't want to get messy.
Your wrinkles are going to be wrinkly.
Well, I smoothed them out with my brush. I'm good. Because you touched it.
Don't be like Mandy and be a wuss. Do it the right way and get your one finger
She always
dirty.
says, don't be precious. And I'm like me? Okay, what's next?
Okay.
Hair dryers?
All right, we need to dry this a bit. So I tried to post as many times as I could reminders to bring a hairdryer. I emailed reminders to bring a hairdryer. So I really hope you brought your hairdryer because we don't have all day. I wish we did, but we don't. So I'm going to dry our canvases. Mm-hmm. If you have questions, I'm going to mute this because no one wants to hear them.
Yeah.
Please put your questions in the comments and then I'll come back on and answer them.
And then won't say anything good while we mute it.
Yes. I'll just be making fun of Mandy the whole time.
Thank you.
So you want to put this in your water because you can reuse it over and over and over again.
Oh, let me go wash those off?
No, you can just put it right in your water. Okay. I just legit put it in my water.
In your pickle jar.
Yeah, in my pickle jar. And away we go. Okay. Oh my God. That's really. Oh, hi, Felicia. Mm-hmm. Are you with your grandbabies right now? That's amazing.
Aww.
Oh, that looks daunting. Okay, I'm going to mute me, and if you have questions or chatter, go for it. I'll be right back. So I'm muting it so you don't have to hear my hairdryer because that's super annoying. And we're chitter chattering because we can't.
But nothing good.
Yeah, we're not saying anything good. I'm just drying. I'm just drying this so you don't have to listen to my hairdryer. We'll be right back. And you can use hot or cold. Just dry it, and that's all you need to know. Okay. It doesn't have to be. Okay, I was also laughing. This was funny. Mama says, you startled me. Okay. That was very funny. So they don't have to be 100% dry, but like it shouldn't be tacky for sure. It's not 100%, but it's like 90%. That's totally fine. What am I making with that frame? Well, we're making the background piece to our Speakeasy Showgirl is what we're making. All right. So next we need to like make it so it looks like vintage and like old timey antique, if you will. Yeah. So I like to use acrylic inks, and you can also just thin down like regular paint if you want to just add a bunch of water to it. It's not my favorite way to use paint because it really compromises your paint integrity. But if you don't have anything else, that will do. It will do in a pinch. So I'm just going to use this transparent brown oxide. Any kind of brownish, that like vintage coffee stain look. Yes.
So this is what we're going for. This look in the background around her pretty feathers.
Yes. And you want to hold it up here. There you go. So see how it's like aged around her? This way. Mm-hmm. Yep. And see how it's like a halo in the middle? So that's the gesso behind her. Okay. And then this is like her aged all around. So that's why we left the middle blank. So some people get stressed if there's like patterned tissue paper under the face, pocket for her face. Mm-hmm. But right now we're just going to add a little bit of that like liquidy acrylic in the corners just to make it look old-timey because she's a Speakeasy Showgirl. I actually love to use
I have not used this stuff before.
These are really fun. I didn't put these, but you can use your sponge brush the same way. I don't like to use a regular brush because we don't want to see brush marks, because if it's truly like antiquated paper, it wouldn't have like a brush mark, right? It would just be like magically old timey. So using like a sponge brush, you can use a sponge brush like this still, and just use like your fingers to put it on this way. But my favorite artist sheet, because I told you I like everything to be easy. I love these because you can like moosh it. My arm fat doesn't jiggle too much. It like feels really jiggly. It's all all I can think about when I'm doing this. Is yours jiggling too?
I don't have any.
Yes, good answer. So a sponge is so fun. So you can pounce it. Pouncing
that's fun.
Enjoyable, right? And then I start at the corners and then I like blend it inwards. So you want the darkest at the corners. So that's where you start. You start at the corners and then you pounce towards the edges. Oh, Valerie's giving you so many compliments.
Oh,
she is the best. Mandy is the best.
Thank you.
And I'm so glad you guys get to like hang out with her a whole afternoon. I talk about her in every single Sunday email video. Every single Sunday. I'm like, and Mandy did this, and Mandy. And now they're like, who the hell is Mandy?
Who is that? Now
you know it's here. She's a real person.
And we live 20 minutes away from each other.
Yes.
Like that.
Yes.
And our husbands are outside playing right now.
They're having a mandate right now.
They're having what are they doing? Frisbee?
Romance.
And then drinking, I think.
Yes. I think they're going to be
They're going to start with the cocktails for the happy hour.
Yes. So, yeah. All my Mixed Media Society members, when we have our after party tonight, Sean will be in rare form, I'm sure. So, having a long day of starting. Oh, here. Good. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Bogarting the paint.
No.
All right. So, how is it going? Are you guys antiquing okay? And don't worry if you get carried away, because I already have a solution for you.
Oh, Sandy, yes. So I don't call myself an artist, but yeah, I grew up drawing and was always artsy.
You're like an art major.
And I started as an art major, yep. And then I decided not to do that because you wouldn't make any money. And I kind of loved graphic design more than fine arts. So I went into communications and marketing. But when I met Karen and found out she was into art, sorry, I'm not trying to hog it.
No, you're fine.
And she's like, you don't do art anymore? And I was like, oh my God, no, I'm a mom now. Like, why? I don't have time to art. And she's like, that's ridiculous. You need to do some art and you need to have fun. And I was like, yes, I do. I've been missing this in my life. So she brought me back into the art world and I am so happy. But we've been buddies for, I don't know what, almost 10 years,
2016,
years.
I think we met.
8 years, I don't know.
Yeah. We met on a horrific field trip with our children who had to spread mulch for the town. And it was like 100 degrees. And we were like, this is the worst day of my life. I hate my life. I hate chaperoning field trips. And he was like, I know.
And we were like, do we have to help? Look busy and not help.
We were having a really important conversation over here. I cannot spread mulch.
So that worked out really well. And we were instant friends.
Yes. We were bonded by our shared mom pain. We've been friends ever since.
Dislike of mulching.
Oh, I'm getting a weird, like...
I got that too, over here in the side.
I don't know what that is. See that? I do. I'm going to stop.
I kind of wonder if it's because I came back to it.
I don't know
if anybody else sees that. It's
like these ugly dark marks
in the camera.
I think that's time for me to stop. That means we're done.
Got quite a few over here.
Yeah.
Stop.
I know, right? It's the lamest field trip of all, Margot.
It really was.
Wait, help. What help do you need? I'm stopping everything to help you. Okay. And then Marjorie, it's the same link to the replay. I'm not taking away. I'm not a mean person.
It'll be there.
The same link that you're here now will be here forever. Okay. Ooh, Lori added magenta. Yeah, feel free to go your own way for sure. I should have said that. Are we in this with our transparent Ross Sienna acrylic ink? I think that was a beautiful choice.
Yeah.
Yes. Is it Althea? Althea? I just feel like
that's a pretty name.
It's a really pretty name. I feel like I'm not doing it justice. Yes, feel free to go your own way with. I should have said that at the beginning. please get as creative and crazy as you love. That would be amazing. And yes, the replay.
Yep. Oh, I'm glad you guys are having fun.
Yes.
We're having a blast.
All right. This is my whole canvas. It's all in one shot for you. And then I stuffed this in my water too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because those sponge brushes you can use over and over and over and over again. All right. Anyone else need help?
I love that. Kids, art is a necessity for survival. It totally is.
Amen.
And I wish I would have known that earlier. I waited too long.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm making up for it now.
And it's weird how, like, people look at you like you have 10 eyes. If they're like, you did what? What were you doing on Sunday? Like, freaking having the time of my life. What were you doing on Sunday? Is the real question.
Valerie, mine is not exciting. It's just, I can't even tell where the camera's at. It's a little bit darker than I want, but whatever. We're going to add some paint and stuff in there.
Well, it just means you don't have to get it even darker later.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Is everyone ready? Ready for me to move on? If you're ready for the next step, say yes in the comments so I know that you're with me. And yes, this is a transparent ink. It's by Golden. It's actually like a high flow acrylic, which is a fancy word for like perfectly smoothly, nicely watered down. Not watered down, but thinned for your premium artistic experience. Okay, we have one fit, big fat no.
Not ready.
Yes. Okay. Lots of yeses. All right, Tanya, stamp faster with your antiquing. Ooh, I don't even know what that word even is.
Whoa, which word?
Oh yeah, high flow. I don't even know what that is.
Oh,
it looks like asphalt under
asphaltum.
Asphaltum. I don't know what that is. Is that a brand? What is that? Okay, we got a couple no's. Okay. So I'm not going to move on to the next step, but I will tell you what the next step is in case you are ready to go. So we're going to get our gesso out right now, and we're going to be using a little gesso. And if you don't have white gesso, you can use, just use a little bit of diluted white paint. Just add a little water to it. And if you don't have, what else do we don't have? What else are we doing? Or you can use, if you only have clear gesso, you can use like half clear gesso and half white paint. Which would be better than using water. But if all you have is water, you go, girl.
Rachel needs teacher help.
Be fine. Okay. Where is Rachel?
One more up. Oh, you missed her at the bottom now.
Oh. Yes. What is it, Rachel? I am here for you. And also, hi, Rachel. Hi, Rachel. You know Rachel too.
Rachel.
Oh, wait.
I don't think
you weren't at that retreat.
I don't think I know her.
She was in June last year.
I missed that one.
Okay,
Did you all get COVID that year too?
Is that our COVID year?
Or did you get by that year?
I never had it.
I don't know how you didn't.
I mean, I had it all the time, but I didn't have any symptoms. All right. Oh, asphaltum is transparent brown black. That's so fancy. I've never heard that.
Yeah.
Oh, good to know.
Cool.
All right, I'm ready for your question, Rachel. I just say this. What's your question?
She's laughing.
Oh,
now.
she's just kidding.
Oh, okay.
My God, you're fired. You're fired. Rachel's fired.
Oh, should we blow dry this?
Oh, yeah, you can. But since it was just the edges, I think you're okay. Actually, it'll dry like while we're doing the next step. Great question. Oh, that's hilarious. You totally got me, Rachel.
That's hilarious.
Fired. Okay, that is very funny, actually. Okay. So our next step, like I said, is gesso. Hopefully everyone's been stamping, like furiously stamping to get up to speed. This is a very minor step. What are you
My gesso smells like a bottle of vinegar throwing up on a skunk.
Is that normal? I don't think it is normal.
What's it smell like? Never really
smells like gesso. Smells like clay. Smells like earth, which reminds me, Sean, I have this like mask that I put on my face. Sean thinks it smells disgusting. It has like no smell. And he calls it earth face. He's like, oh, you smell like earth face. I'm like, shut up.
I have one that's clay and it looks black. When you put it on, it dries black.
I have that, the like charcoal. It's good for zit.
Mm-hmm.
Suffer from. All right, so we have a little puddle of gesso here. And those circle sponges are great for this too, as are the sponge brushes. Can I borrow one of those?
Yeah.
All right, so what we're going to do is, see how this is like a jaggy, ragged edge? We want to like soften those parts. So there's already gesso on my canvas panel. And if you have paper or whatever you have here, that if it's already white, it's already been prepped with gesso, so you don't need to worry about repainting it. But if you're working on any kind of paper or anything, you will want to. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this like raggy, crazy edge into something like lovely,
soft.
Like soft. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to start at those edges and we're just going to pitter patter on some gesso, but you want to keep the antique-y edgy part, which usually means you just apply a little bit more in the middle or right along the edge. And then you can kind of like, so my wettest part and the strongest, like full strength part, I'm putting on the edges here. And see how it already is like turning into a glow?
Yeah, that's cool.
Magical stampiness.
You're like erasing the edges.
Yeah, you are erasing the edges. And gesso is awesome because it's not fully opaque, which is why we don't usually use like straight up acrylic white. It would be too dark. It would be like obliterating a big harsh line across this, which is not what we want. So then it's almost like you want this to be almost dry. There's barely any paint on it. And then you can kind of like, I just like using it as a stamp and kind of, or you can very lightly kind of bring it out just a little bit.
And you're not putting any in the middle yet or
no,
at all?
I don't need to. It's already, our canvases are already primed, so we don't really need to. But if you notice, I just used like a tiny bit of gesso, like just a little bit. And my brush is almost dry right now. There's like almost not even gesso even on it. Oh, you don't like the smell of Mod Podge? I love everything about Mod Podge. When I used to teach kids and I would do glossy, some girl was like, this smells like stressing. And I can't like get it out of my head ever since she said that. It doesn't, but like I think of that every time I open glossy Mod Podge.
Hysterical.
It smells like, I'm like, don't eat it.
It's not ranch.
It is non-toxic, so it would be okay if she did, but I was strongly discouraged her. Okay, so we have our glow. How's your glows? If you love your glow, say yes.
Type yes
in the comments. Love Mod Podge. Ground up mummy.
Did you read the comment? Scroll up.
What?
About what I can't even say the word, whatever.
Oh.
No, scroll up even farther. Oh. There it is.
Oh.
Asphaltum. Show that one.
Was originally made from ground mummies. One way of obtaining the brownish black pigment was by grounding down Egyptian mummies. Get out of here. Nasty, but also fascinating fact. Thanks for that, Bonnie. Love it. And no other reason besides the fact I can't say it. I won't be using that because that's yucky. That's hilarious.
My glow looks weird. Why?
Oh, no, that's okay. We're going to be putting a really beautiful face on her, so
I think it's just because we haven't put the face on, right?
Yeah. Yep. No, you gotta, see? You didn't use your fingers, so your matte medium is rebelling against you now. Gotta get in there with your fingers. I think you actually need some matte medium over there, so we'll talk about that. All right, so if you're a little prissy like Mandy and you don't use enough matte medium
or your fingers
to lay down that first layer, you start getting all these bubbles. That just means she didn't have enough matte medium down. So it's not too late. So because matte medium is 100% clear, I'm going to actually have her go and apply. We're going to dry the gesso and I'm going to have her brush on a layer of matte medium, get in there with her fingers like she refused to do the first time, and then get it down. Because she's not going to want, because that's going to be like her arm or something. And you don't want like nasty,
she'd look like
gross bubble arm.
Skin.
Yeah, you want like smooth, beautiful arms. So, so let's dry our gesso, which we need to do anyways for the next step, which is we're going to transfer on the image. Okay. But if you notice any, and I can do it mine too, if you notice any bubbles or wrinkles on your tissue paper right now, this is the time to fix it, okay? Before we go any further. So you can put your brush in your nasty ass water, and then we're dry your surface. So we're going to either fix it or we're going to get ready to transfer. All right. Those are your 2 jobs. And I'm going to cut my sound so you don't hear my hair dryer as we clean this.
Pretty loud.
And great time for questions if you have any. Now's the time. Shoot me. I didn't want you to hear my hair dryer. So yes, I do want to hear the winner.
There's the winner.
Oh, that was the wrong. Oh, all right. So we were having a costume party in the Facebook group this week, and apparently, and thank you for choosing the winner, Tara. It is Yvonne Soto.
Awesome.
So congratulations, Yvonne. That's amazing.
Me to show you what you get?
Yes. You have a humongous surprise prize coming for you. And you guys have. Yeah.
Why am I not good at where the camera
I know,
is?
it's really weird.
Strange.
So you win my entire trilogy of Art Deco inspired books. So in case you're new to my role, I'm actually an author, and I have a problem.
You have a lot of books.
I have a lot of books. But in 2020, my way of like coping with COVID, being like trapped in my house all day, is I actually published these 3 books. I went on this enormous Art Deco deep dive. And so these are actually drawing books. So I love mixed media, but I'm obsessed with drawing. And I published these 3 books. And our winner, Yvonne Soto, gets all 3. So this one is all on Art Deco. I love these books, and I can't wait to mail them to you.
They're so fun.
So I have volume 1, and then I was like, I remember I was making them. I'm like, do I make a giant fat one, or do I divide it into 2?
You made 2, and then you made a 3rd,
and then I made a 3rd. So yeah, so the first one is like females, flappers, fashion, illustrations, shoes, jewelry, like all the girly things. And then volume 2 is like the dudes. But then I also have like a bunch of animals, either like pets and cars and cocktails and furnishings. And like I went
so fun.
These are my favorite books that I've ever published. And then I was like, wait, I have all these like amazing black and white images, and I made them all into a coloring book. So
so cute.
In honor of flappers, all things flappers in 1920s, just like our showgirls. So I'm going to send those all to you, Yvonne. So congratulations.
Congratulations.
And if you're not in my Facebook group yet, come in. We have
one question.
I do giveaways every single month on the 1st. And I have a giveaway coming up on Wednesday, because that's the 1st. So I do it all the time. I pick 6 winners, so you can win for all sorts of things. So come and join my Facebook group. I'll put the link up in a minute, but just search Awesome Art School in groups and come and join. It's so fun. Tony asks, if you don't have gesso, is zinc white transparent enough for this project? I've never used that, but that sounds freaking perfect to me. Mm-hmm. Sounds like the perfect solution.
If it has transparent in the name.
Yeah, I'm saying yes. I'm gonna go with yes. Especially, I don't want to keep you from moving on in your steps. Yeah. So for sure, meet them. All my books are available.
Show us Yvonne's picture in costume. We can't probably hear.
Yeah, I can't right now.
We don't.
You know what you should do? Go to the Facebook group and search hashtag Speakeasy, because that's the hashtag everyone had to add when they showed their picture to be entered to win. So you can see everybody in their costume actually if you go to the Facebook group and search for that. And yes, thank you. And if you see the magical world of Awesome Art School, that is all of our helpers. We have a big team over there. It's not just me. I'm not a one-man show. And so we have that. We have our own separate Facebook page for that. And that is our group right there. So just search Awesome Art School. Yeah, it's super fun. It's Daisy's creation. Totally come hang out with us.
Yeah.
I have huge giveaways every month. I do not mess around when it comes to giveaways. And I designed a new Art Deco pencil pouch as well.
Yes, it's so cute.
With 2 quotes on it.
I love that.
I love it. It is. I love my girls. So yes, Awesome Art School. Thank you. Thank you so much. And Jeanette is on YouTube, although there's a lot of YouTube channels going on. Yeah. Super fun. It's free.
And so supportive.
It's filled with the nicest people. And if not, I'll kick them out. So don't worry. It stays the nicest people. Awesome. Thank you, Jeanette. Yeah, Jeanette is dropping the link for everybody.
You haven't even had
I have not had a drink. Not yet, but I'm going to.
Parties are coming.
Yes. All right.
Are you ready for the next step?
Are you guys ready for the next step? I would say yes. We're going to do a quick fix. We're going to get on that medium and just fix any wonky spots you have. We're going to go back really quick with our matte medium. I think the guys are back. So if you have any weird places on your...
Do you want to show mine for this? Because
I don't know that you can even weird see it.
It's subtle.
Run your hand over, and if you have any like spots or like this is doing that, you could.
I was just going to cut that off, but
yeah, but see how it's
I see that
in. So that you can totally cut off. So any place that looks not 100% secure, now is the perfect time to just fix a roo. So take a little sponge and just put it on, and then take your fingers and do what I said.
I'm in there.
It will follow me, and I will not lead you astray, my friends. I'm here to give you the best results possible.
So what about these wrinkles? Can I probably not get those out?
It depends. If they've already dried, then
that's fine. I don't mind the wrinkle.
That's why it's so important to get in there while they're wet.
Bubble?
Yeah. You can get the bubbles out. Don't push down too hard, you'll rip it.
Okay.
But really, that's why it's really important to like actively press them down with your fingers while you're going. It makes a huge difference.
Okay.
Especially if you do this. A lot of times I'll do collage with the whole thing, and then there'll be like a wrinkly mess on them. Be like, oh, wrinkle on our face. I'm like, you missed your chance to flatten them out. Yeah. Cindy says fingers are the most important art tool. I don't disagree, yes, Cindy.
They are important.
Yes. You can always wash your hands. This is matte medium. We're using again because we used it to glue down, but Mandy was getting some bubbles. Yeah. So this is the time. If you also have bubbles in your background or wrinkles, you have a second chance.
It was subtle, but it looks better now.
Well, and the problem too is that like if you don't address it, once you can apply all your layers, and then like you could rip it or something. So you really want to make sure this is really nicely adhered. Better? Okay, Antoinette says it's all good here. Amazing. I'm going to take that as a cue to move on. All right, so this is dry. Make sure yours is dry because we're about to do the transfer, my friends. All right, so everyone should have gotten this.
And I have one too.
Here, I can move this down. Oh, I'll show that while we're doing this. I forgot all about this. If you're afraid, if you've not done mixed media before, I just wanted to show you my first mixed media face that I ever did, which was less than 10 years ago. And so she's not amazing. She's less than stellar. So I just want to reassure you that if you're new, please don't be nervous. I have figured out such the best ways to get you to make awesome art. Like, it's so fun. It's so easy.
But you did so much shading in here. Like, even to not to be early on.
Yeah. But her nose is like a green mush.
She's still cute.
I mean, I love her. Don't get me wrong. But I just wanted to show you that, like, I'm not one of those artists who's like, I've been amazing since kindergarten. I've been doing art. Like, no, I haven't actually been doing art at all. I was busy doing not art for a long time, and I actually was really late into it. So if I can start at any time, you can start at any time too. Super fine. You want to come in and say hi?
Please come in.
I screwed up something with our thing, so we can't minimize this. This is Sean. He's the co-founder of Awesome Art School.
Hello.
Hi. And
Hi.
You're smelly.
I'm sweaty and gross, and welcome to Sunday in North Carolina in the summer.
Sean was live with me at our last party. He did a whole steampunk drawing with me, didn't you?
I did. It was awesome.
You did so good. Yeah. So we're going to see you with Mixed Media Society at 6.
I'm going to be here at 6.
So
I'm going to be here with drinks.
Yes. All right. So.
All right. Have fun.
Bye. Thanks for saying hi. Yep. You got Nice Magazine?
I do.
It's 3. How was your game? Did you win?
Winning or losing.
Did you have fun?
Great.
Awesome.
Love you.
Bye. Thanks for saying hi.
Aw.
That's Sean. We just made the funniest video. What I thought was the funniest video.
It was pretty funny.
Which you might see on Facebook. We had a really funny. We got really carried away making these. We were dressed up in our 1920s and making cocktails, but we had to shoot it so many times that we were so drunk by the end of it. We're like, we have to do another shot. We have to make another drink. So yeah. So that's what he's going to be serving us later, by the way.
I'm excited.
It's also straight up bourbon, just so you
know. Well, straight up bourbon.
It's so gross. Okay, so here is our transfer. And here I have a super hot tip for all of you people if you ever do transfers. I do teach drawing, and like I said, I do teach this as a whole separate lesson for all my club members. I have 3 clubs at Awesome Art School, one of which is the Mixed Media Society. That is what this whole thing is kicking off, this whole series. I'll go and continue the series in there. And you guys all have this. All my club members have this. So all my club members that are here, and I see all of your familiar faces are. I hope you got my email today. But if anyone joins the Mixed Media Society today, you can grab the lesson for that too. So if you do want to learn to teach it, I do teach it. Learn to draw it rather. But we're going to transfer this today because it makes life so easy. And the emphasis here is on the mixed media painting and not the drawing. And anyone joining my Mixed Media Society, I don't require them to draw because I don't want not having that skill to keep you from making seriously kick-ass art, because that is what we do. But I do also teach drawing as well. So here's my hot tip for anytime you are transferring images is you don't want to double paper. See how I had to make this larger because I do everything large. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape, I'm going to kind of figure out where that line is. And this is I'm going to actually rip this so there isn't a big paper it's not doubled up. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's not in your way.
Yeah, because it doesn't transfer on the areas where there's 2. So it's you get it so they're almost, you know what I mean? You don't have all that left over, and then I tape them together. So that is my hot.
Looks good.
It's my hot transfer tip. Do you need to dry that again?
I'm just letting it dry. No, it's okay. Just keep going. It'll dry as you're working.
Well, you do that, and then we'll tape them.
Okay. Where is the tape?
I'll get it because you have to rip.
Okay. I saw that Stacy's Creation went over and joined the Facebook group. Yay! And Bonnie, you've been creating art for 66 years. Oh. I loved art in kindergarten too. That was my favorite part. So fun.
All right. So when you have your pieces together, you can, and also it won't also transfer where your tape is. So make sure when you add your tape, you put it outside the lines.
Good tip.
I have so many tips.
You do have a lot of tips.
Because I've done it wrong every time.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I am a little obsessed with the fun. A little overly obsessed with the fun. Then you do it more.
You do it more,
yeah.
Right?
And then you get good. It's not science.
Totally.
Okay. Oh, the only thing I don't have is the transfer paper.
Coming up.
Oh, my letters. All right.
Oh, yeah. And you can totally cut off the white strips at the bottom, Sonia.
Yeah. So Mandy and I did release a little live video a few days ago. I don't know if any of you saw it, but that's actually fine. It's dry.
Yeah, I thought it would dry pretty quickly.
But there is a difference between like graphite transfer paper and carbon. I highly recommend carbon because it's super like jet black. Oh, I know. Ginny. First of all, hi Ginny. She needs a band on his arm, right? He's so conservative. I'm like, that's some tattoos. He's like, I don't know what I would want forever. I'm like, who even cares?
He has 0.
I'm like, are you supposed to think about that thing? Or not have a tattoo?
I have 0 also.
Do you have the same thought?
I don't know. I guess, yeah, I don't know what I would want forever.
Yeah.
That's a hard one.
I know. I think people that think about it that hard
and I wonder,
never get one. Because people that have tattoos are like, oh, you're supposed to have like attach a meaning to it? Because that's how I am. They're like,
super old.
What does your tattoo mean? I'm like, that's funny. It's a really pretty picture. Yeah, each to his own. But yeah, he's not fun enough to have a sleeve. Oh! He should have a sleeve. He's got good arms too, but he's too lame. All right, so we need to you have to kind of size up where you want your girl to go. So she's not even going to fit on my whole sheet. So that's fine. She'll get cut off.
Do you want to bring her down a little bit so that the feather extends off the canvas, or you want it all on the canvas?
Well, I'm going to have I guess actually our peacock feathers are pretty big. So yeah, you know what I think would be perfect is if you put her face smack in the middle. And this is 11 by 14. Oh, this is going to be funny. It is the size of, because we're going to take this apart.
Okay.
So yeah, I think if we put her face smack in the middle, this is 11 by 14 or smaller, I think you'll be good. Yes, I think we'll be good. Okay. So once you have your girl where you think you want her, it's a little disconceiving because she's so long, but like I felt like putting my hand on her face and finding the middle of my canvas. Then slide your transfer under. Ooh. Floating away. Let me know if you need a bigger. And the carbon dark side should be down.
Thank you.
Yep.
I don't use this very much because I tend to draw, but I love this. We don't have to. We can get right to the painting.
Yeah. This could be fake, but if you go on Amazon, it is not hard to find. Just search transfer paper. It's everywhere. All right.
Lizard got her first tattoo at 50.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know. I just got my nose pierced.
You did.
At 48.
It looks great.
I love it.
It looks like it's always been there.
The hoop is like a little, was taking a long time to heal. Like a really long time. But, okay. I know, I got this tattoo in just a couple years ago as well.
Yeah.
All right, so now take a pen. Thanks. I actually like to use color pens because then I can see where.
We color coordinated with our outfit.
Oh, yeah,
I know you didn't on purpose, but I'm going to pretend you did.
Yep. So I am not going to transfer the peacock feathers. I'm just going to transfer and I'm not going to transfer the feathers either. I'm just going to, or her earring. Like any of the futzy things, I don't. But like her face and not her eyelashes. You want the main features. So just like around her eyes, a little bit of nose. I should have actually given you guys the actual lines and not the whole picture. Normally I wouldn't give you the whole picture, but she's so pretty. I couldn't keep my eyes off of her. So I'm just going to do like around her face and everything else we are going to legit be painting from scratch. So don't think that because we're transferring, you're not going to be creating something that is something that you've all created. You have. Okay. So we're going to do her eyes and just do like the big shapes around her eyes.
Are you doing the eyelid, the white part of the eyelid? Nope.
Nope. Just keeping it very like.
Oh my gosh, I need my glasses.
Like very kindergarten-y. Like the outline of her eyes. You don't even need her pupils, to be honest. And then I'm pushing down super hard, by the way. And then I'm going to trace over her eyebrows. Oh, yay, Susan. I'm glad you made it. You can put a little eye. I'm going to put an eyelid line on there just because it's so distinct and I see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's pretty.
I'm going to put her nostrils and just like the bottom outline of her nose, like just the bottom part, not her nose bridge or anything. I'm going to outline her lips. Sometimes my pen does really weird things. Like, I'm like, I can't even transfer this correctly. Oh, good. Yeah. Of course you can absolutely. Someone asked if it's okay if you draw. Of course it's okay if you draw. Patricia says, I used India inker on the edges. That's perfect. Can I use decoupage over that, or do I need to spray with adhesive spray? Did you not do the decoupage first? Did you skip? The India ink's not going to move because it's permanent. Did you skip the decoupage? So we did the decoupage first and then we did ink on top. Did you do ink first? So you're asking about doing decoupage on top? Let me know. I mean, you can, but you might have to reapply the color again because the decoupage is going to cover it up. And then again, don't do like every curl of her hair because we're going to be painting that in. Just do the outlines. Just do like the basic outline shape. I'll do mine really quick so you can see what I mean. And then you can also take a little peek and just make sure it's like transferring okay. It's like sometimes you do the whole thing and then you're like, oh my God, my transfer paper was totally on the wrong side. I've done that many times. So we're just going for the big shapes. Because this is all going to be actually painted by you. You can totally sketch, absolutely. We just need to get on an outline.
Yeah.
So we can paint her in. And then I'm just going right off the page. Oh no. Sean has been like marinating jalapenos and bourbon. I don't know. I feel like they're about to sign one off. We'll have to like.
Is that the man version of the drink, or is that the cocktail for happy hour?
I don't know. Or that's the cocktail just for them waiting.
And what's the deal with happy hour again? Who's coming to that today?
So happy hour is our monthly live. That's what we call our session for our Mixed Media Society members. We have happy hour, and that's where we do art together live.
Like this, huh?
Just like this, but not in full costume. And our original live was scheduled for last Friday. I usually do them on Friday. And I was like, wait a minute, we should do it right after this because that would be super fun.
Yeah.
So we're having our member live together. And Sean is going to be there and our whole magical team because I was like, wait, Manny's going to be there. Sean's going to be there. So actually
everybody should be there.
Magical team is going to be there. And then I'm going to actually teach some tips and tricks and like the next level of art with our girl. And I'm going to go over varnishing options and how to frame. But everyone here who's here live, this will be complete painting by the end of this session. Like I'm not leaving anyone with an unfinished painting. We're going to do everything to completion together today. Yeah, you don't have to finish in real time, but I just want to let you know my teaching session will bring you to fruition. Don't even worry about it. I am drawing on, this is a canvas panel, but I did my original girl on watercolor paper. And yes, it is carbon paper that I'm using to transfer. And you can absolutely draw your own image for sure.
Yeah, don't feel bad, Robin, about finishing later, just like Valerie's saying, because I do that too.
Yes. Althea. Is that Althea? I want to say it right so bad. Please tell me if I'm saying it right. It says, so if we join during the live, do we have the cocktail party? Yes. You do. And actually, now that you mention it, you actually get way more than that as well. I have
you're running a lot of good deals today.
Well,
and bonuses.
We have some serious bonuses going on, which I haven't even talked about because I've been so busy, and I do have to pee. So I'm gonna really long. We actually, if you do want to join today before cocktail hour, which is 6, so this is actually our happy hour. This is our whole team, and everyone is here. You guys, it's the nicest like team member thing in the world, and we've never done this before. We've never been live together. So I'm very excited. So everyone will be there, including Sean, who you just met. And I am going to be going over extra things we can do with your completed painting afterwards. But if you do sign up to the Mixed Media Society, I do deliver 2 pre-recorded new lessons like this every month. We're doing Showgirls all summer long, so I'll have some sneak peeks I'll show you when we're done. I don't want it to take too long. But if you do sign up before 6, you will be able to join us. You'll get an email with the link to join the live, but you also, I'm including a free course on how to draw faces, because I don't teach drawing in the Mixed Media Society, and I was feeling kind of bad, like if you wanted to come and you're like, great, but now I can't draw the face. You actually will be able to, because I'm teaching these. You'll also get this lesson, how to draw her, today as well. I'm also giving you, I give you 6 books anyways when you sign up. But in addition to those, I'm also going to give anyone who joins before 6, my free How to Draw Fun Fab Faces, Volume 1 and 2, which are these are so helpful. They're very popular books for drawing faces. If you're new, yes, plus that girl that I just showed. So if anyone wants to do that, you just have to hop over to awesomeartschool.com and come and join us. There's a lot of joining options. You can join for a week. You can join for a lifetime. You can join as short time or as long time as you want. You cancel when you're done. But yeah, it's so much fun. And you get like an insane amount of things when you sign up.
You do.
But you'll have to go over and pop over and read to see for yourself. But yeah, you'll totally get an invite to a link to join, and we're all going to be there as well. So yeah, it's super. Yes, the replay is going to live. Right here, right here. The same link. Forever. I don't get rid of my replays. I don't like take them away or anything. You also my members do get the pre-recorded version of this, so you don't have all the jibber jabbering and all the replay kind of nonsense. You can get like a better learning experience that way. So yeah, I would love to have you. That would be freaking amazing. Someone asked, and if you have any questions, just ask me. All the magical team members are here. They can answer you for you as well. Instead of gelatos, can you use aqua crayons? So that's a really great question. So the way that we're going to be using gelatos in just a few minutes once we paint her, I would not recommend using anything other than gelatos for a super specific reason, which is that gelatos actually aren't that water soluble. And we're going to be using a brush on sealer, which is going to activate the gelatos. But because gelatos are gelatos, they just give like this super lovely natural blend. So it looks like, where'd she go? She's here. Oh, shit. She's like bent. So you see how like soft and subtle that is? It's so soft. It's like the most subtle shading in the whole world. And that's what gelatos do for you. There's also another thing you can do with pit pens, which I'm going to be showing in my happy hour. It's just, this thing can go, I'll show you like my whole method afterwards, but 90% of this is done with gelatos, and it's like the perfect soft blending. And so what happens when people substitute other things besides the gelatos? Bad things happen, because most things are much more water soluble than gelatos, and this will all brush and run, and you'll be crying big fat tears because you've just painted your whole thing, you've done your background, you've done everything, and it will super smear everywhere. And then people get mad at me for not telling them. So I'm really, really glad that you brought that up. And if you want to learn more, this is actually what you're learning right now, whether you realize it or not, is actually what I've developed. It's called my hamburger system, which sounds super dorky. You can look the whole thing up on YouTube, but in the Mixed Media Society, I actually have a whole classroom dedicated to each layer and each art supply. So you can like master that art supply before you go on to the next letter. So you never make mistakes like that, which is totally like normal, like everybody does it. But we really master each art supply and then we learn how to layer them together. So it's like this recipe. I have a better graphic which shows them all, which I always lose. I print it out like every day. Not even joking. Oh, here it is. Oh,
what was that?
I don't know. But here is a great graphic. So here is a great graphic of what we're actually doing today. We're just going up to here today. So we're not doing this top part. We're going to do that in happy hour. But gelatos is like a super integral step. And then we're going to seal it. And you can use matte medium if you don't have Mod Podge. That's totally fine. So it's such a special ingredient. But this hamburger system, which I'm teaching you without you realize I'm teaching you this, is such specific. It's like a real recipe. And you know, some things when you're cooking in the kitchen, like you can't substitute. You just can't. Like you have to get the right ingredient. But it's such a great question because, you know, in mixed media, you know, people are just used to like intuitively like throwing things down, blah, blah, blah. But if you're not sure what you're doing, you can have like kind of bad mistakes. Mm-hmm. I also published a book called The Hamburger System, which goes through much more deep dive into all of those, into art supplies, like in general, kind of teaches you the differences and the nuances between things that are like super water reactive and things that are like kind of water reactive. And the gelatos are magical because they're like in the kind of water reactive category, which is exactly where we want them to be. So love your question. I'm sorry that was a really long-winded answer, but disasters, people ruin their whole pieces and then they're left not knowing why, like, or they're mad or they're whatever. So I want to make sure that's really clear. Like I have these like recipes and they're like very specific. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So
and easy to follow
and super easy. Like I do like every project the same way.
Oh, Tanya had a question about ebooks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you?
I think she maybe isn't sure what ebooks are. She just said ebooks.
Oh, right okay. So ebooks, yeah, or like a PDF version of the books. You can download it on your computer and read it and own it that way.
And you can print out pages if you want to, or use it as a reference on your phone.
Yes. Oh, yes, I will show you a close-up of her transfer so you can see exactly what I did. Thank you. That's a great suggestion, Julie. So this is what my outline looks like. Is that close enough? Can you see that well enough? So just the outline of her nose. And if you have a little bit of like, if you can't see your lines very well, you could just take a pencil. You can't even find a pencil. There's so much shit up here. You can just take a little bit of pencil and like this is really light and just like redraw it. But the graphite is a little bit water soluble, so it will smear a little bit. Yeah, if you add your gesso. It can smear, so you just have to be careful. But that is the outline that I have. All right. So she looks. Is her face in the white area of the gesso?
Pretty much.
Okay. So mine is too, but I'm kind of missing her shoulder. So what we're going to do now is, the lines are really dark, but you're going to want them there because we're going to add gesso in a minute. And if they're not dark, then you're going to lose all your lines. So that's why I recommend doing the carbon paper. So if there's any places on your girl's face, say that you have some, like I have this weird like chunk of collage on her face and like her shoulder is completely covered up in collage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add gesso to anywhere that I want to like be really clear. Now her hair is going to be black, so I'm not going to worry about her hair. But if there's any part of her skin that's showing, that's all collaged up.
Yeah.
Which mine for sure is, that you want to be like skin color there. You can put gesso on it first. Some people love all that collage showing through, which is great. You can totally leave it there too if you like it. That's absolutely valid as well. So I'm just going to add a little bit to like make it easier for my skin tone. So this is the last time we're going to use gesso, and then we're going to do the whole thing. We're going to paint the whole thing. So we just need a little bit, I think, Mandy.
Okay.
And this time we are going to use
another brush.
A brush. I'm actually going to use like a paint brush.
Okay.
I do recommend having like separate. We'll use like a crappy. Let me grab one of those. Use a crappy brush for gesso.
This one's stiff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Use a crappy brush because gesso is not kind to brushes. So if there's any place on your face, you want to just cover up the collage, and you can do that with the gesso. Yeah, sometimes smearing is fun, but it's not fun when you don't want it there or if you don't know it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's bad. And it's funny, Ellen, because I didn't used to ever even, when I first started teaching the hamburger, like I didn't make any distinction between, like I always use Stabilo. And when I go over the sealer with Stabilo, it's like a nightmare. And I'm like, where's why? And then I got like hate mail about it. Like, it did. And I was like, no, I did. That's like what I like about it. And then I learned like, no, not everybody loves that so much. Not everybody does. I can't see any of my lines.
I know.
Past her boob.
Really hard down here. We're gonna
so I should have checked.
Redraw that.
I should have checked before. But again, this is when you can have them fade away. Just have it fade off. Fade. Fade. You can even like, I just licked my finger rubbing the bottom off. So I like a good fade.
That's so funny.
Very technical. And I think that's all I need to do.
I just made the neck of my girl thicker. Oops.
That's okay. You just color it in with a paint.
Okay.
Then again. Yeah. And if you want to like,
I couldn't see the line of her shoulder and now she's just kind of like,
you're good.
Thick
if there's anywhere else, like this could be faded a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
For any weird lines, you can kind of use gesso as like a whiteout. That's cool. Yes.
Questions?
All right. I'm going to put my brush in my water. It's so nasty. All right. Is everyone, if you're ready to move on to the acrylics part, say yes. And if you need a potty break, say yes, yes. I'm hoping you say yes, yes.
No yeses.
I know everybody's busy.
Everybody's busy.
Yeah.
There's a yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready for
if your
yes,
hat.
Yes. Okay. All I needed was one yes, yes.
On your head.
All right.
Yes.
I'm gonna pee. And if you don't need to pee, you can get your paints ready. We're gonna need a skin tone. Mm-hmm. We're gonna need hair color. We're gonna need dress color. Now, I made mine really simple where I'm using the same colors for her hair, parts of her hair, her eyes, and her dress are all the same colors. So that's a really fun way to do it, but you don't have to. So now gather your acrylics, starting with a skin tone of any kind. And I'm going to definitely take a potty break.
Okay, go ahead. We're just going to talk about you behind your back. No, just kidding. Okay. Does anybody have any other questions? What do you want to talk about? Kidding. Okay. No, not yet, huh? Okay. Jeanette, hey. This is so fun seeing so many people here. We've got 404 people watching right now. That's so cool. And they're from everywhere. All over the country, all over the world. This is so fun. I wish I could see what everybody else's looks like. So mine looks pretty much exactly like Karen's, except my gesso at the bottom got a little bit messed up, but I'm going to cover that up with paint. She'll be right back. She's so fast. Okay, the colors of the gelatos. So they just changed. If you've got new ones, the name might be different, but the ones that she's got pulled out for us are guava and peach. So that's what we've got right now. I'll put this over here so you can see. Guava and peach. Yeah, I can totally show mine. So it looks super a lot like hers. But my lines are really faint. Can you tell? Maybe when Karen's right here so she can zoom in on it so she can show you. They asked to see mine too. I don't know how to zoom in with your zoom.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Because my lines are faint.
Sure.
Yeah. And if you missed the first part, that's okay. Yes, we did decoupage the background. Thanks, Tara.
Just around the frame of it. Yeah. So this is tissue paper around the whole thing like a frame. And then we kind of stained it with like an acrylic ink. Mm-hmm. And then we put a little gesso in the middle to make it glow. And then we just transferred on the outlines of her face. Yeah, that's a great question, Terry. So if you don't have gelatos, you know what I would do? I would watch. I would watch that part. Like, don't leave and watch so you can understand what it happens, because it's really kind of cool. Because I'm going to dump like a whole wad of Mod Podge in the middle of her face. And it's always like alarming, but you can kind of see what happens to it. I would just watch.
It's really cool.
You can do it at any time afterwards. It's one step before we're done anyway. So yeah, it really it's pretty magical.
And the gelato names.
We're just doing all the paint. Don't worry about the gelatos yet. Okay. They come after the paint. We're going to do all of the painting until we're done. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to add gelatos. But let's just do the painting step now. And also, and the only reason I interrupted you, I'm so sorry, not meant to be rude, is that the gelato names have changed. Yes. So it actually doesn't, they're not even the same anymore. So it's just like the peachy one or like the pinky one or you're just looking for
so you can match these colors.
Yeah. And you're just looking for, and you can have like yellow tones. It's just kind of like any color that's darker than a skin color will work. But some people's paints have more like a yellow base. And then there's a whole like yellow family. There's like ochres that look really great with that. So you're just looking for any colors in gelato that are just a little bit darker, the same and darker than whatever skin tone you choose. Because you can also have you could start with like a honey color skin tone, and then you would just choose like a darker gelato. Yeah. So it just depends on what skin tone you're starting with, and then any other steps of shades that are a little bit darker. And I've caused so much confusion because I didn't realize that the names have all changed. Like, I don't think there is the guava anymore, and so people are like, I can't find it. I think it's like melon. It's confusing. So
this one's not even labeled.
You could just get them. I know. So you just get them by like sight. I think they have one pack and it has all the colors in them anyways.
Yeah, I did tell you the colors while you were in the bathroom. I did say that. Guava and peach.
Yeah.
Are the ones that she has here, but like she said, they might be different.
They might not be called that anymore.
In the set you have.
Right. All right, you guys ready to paint?
I'm ready.
All right. Okay.
Oh, and then someone asked, Stacy's Creation asked, does it have to be acrylics or can you just use watercolor paint?
Yeah, it does have to be acrylics because we're going to seal this. And if you seal watercolors, it can reactivate your whole thing and smear everywhere. So yeah, so this is our, here we go. So these are the ingredients that we're using. And it does, I know it's picky. We do need gesso and acrylics. It's a recipe. We got to follow it the right way or bad things happen.
There's tons of other projects in the Mixed Media Society are
watercolors.
Hot dog projects. Yes. And it's just an abbreviated version of the hamburger system. And you can use tons of watercolor or fountain penning.
Yeah. I teach extensively in watercolor, but just for today's project requires acrylics. Yes. Are you cool with this color?
Yeah, I love that color.
All right. We're going to start painting this girl in. So we're just going to do all the skin. Nope, I'm good. Okay. So we're just going to do all the skin and everywhere you see her skin. This is very straightforward.
Oh, we lost a light.
Yeah. Well, gelatos is actually chocolate. It's actually ice cream. It's actually like Italy sells gelatos. So it doesn't sound like it doesn't says it sounds like a dessert. It is actually it's like a literal dessert in Italy. You can get gelato everywhere. It's a product by Faber-Castell. So I'm just painting all of her skin, one single color. And thank you, Jeanette, for dropping the link. Jeanette has a link to the supplies PDF.
It's so quiet.
It's really quiet. I don't know if they're drinking already. I go to the bathroom. Sean's like, Karen, come over here and check this out. I'm like, dude, I'm in the middle of something. Duh.
Something important.
I know.
Can't just leave 400 people in the other room.
So you might paint over like her nose line. It's really hard.
So I was just going to ask
you. Just like go really lightly over it so you can still see the lines. We'll put them back. So all of the quote unquote kind of hard stuff is behind you. We did all the troublesome work.
That's cool.
Yeah. And this is why, like, I wouldn't go any smaller than this.
You do see what you're saying,
it's
though.
like annoying.
With a paintbrush, it's a little bit harder to be smaller.
It's like annoying. And then wait till we get the like gelatos. Then you're like, how do I even get in there to like blend it? It's too small. Yeah, I know. I don't know why big is always scary. I don't know where that comes from.
I wonder if it comes from the detail-y people like me. I was into pencil. And if you're coming from pencil world into paintbrush, it's like, I don't have any control. I need to work little to get used to that.
Okay.
But I don't know. At least that's how I feel.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So I picked the littler paintbrush.
Right. Right.
To get detail. But then I don't really need to.
Right.
I just have to be more confident to just try it.
Yeah, but also you just grab a bigger brush to fill it in equally as fast. And I will have time to look up and look for questions, but I'm basically keeping her eyes, eyebrows, and mouth like open. What's the word?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. No, I love watercolor, but it doesn't work well in the hamburger. We're building a hamburger. It sounds so random. Here's the book. And actually my Mixed Media Society members get my ebook of this for free as well, because it's like the basis for so many projects. But it is a book. And I do teach that on YouTube as well. I love YouTube.
So do we.
And I need my reference because I can't remember where her skin is on her shoulder. Okay.
Yes, I need to fix that too.
Yeah. So all of you who grabbed the traceable should have also gotten a color reference. So you can refer to that also in addition to watching to see where like her dress is, where the color goes. And it's like a little bit in the back is her skin, it looks like.
Yeah, just a little in the back.
Yeah. And then there's like a break, and then there's like her arm. I just made like room for a random strap.
I messed my line up a little bit. I have to just do it.
Yeah, you can. I'm like, where's her arm? I don't even know. I lost her arm. Like, I'm just going to say that it's here somewhere. That's why I like the fade out.
Yeah, the fade out.
Her arm just fades away. Mm-hmm. What's going on over there? I don't know.
We don't have to worry about it.
Really busy fading it now. I like her little piece of shoulder that's peeking out. Although I have this giant bulge, but really that's not what's on my sheet at all. Which I find interesting.
She's just popped her shoulder.
And she really is.
She's cute.
I might just make that all her dress. I don't even know. Jeanette, you're the best for fielding all those questions.
Yes.
Thank you. Shut up right now. Elsie, you just joined the Mixed Media School. You did?
That's awesome.
That's awesome, Elsie.
Welcome.
So Margot or Tara are going to send you a link. You'll get a link to happy hour tonight at 6. And then they're going to enroll you into my Easy Faces course and give you that how to draw fun fab faces volume 1 and 2. And you'll get the drawing lesson for this as well. That's amazing, Elsie. So I love that. Just beware. It's really fun.
It is really fun.
Very addicting. Just beware. Yep, you can turn off captioning. If you click on your screen, the CC will turn your captioning off and on. Your setting is on right now. So yes, you can absolutely turn it off. Okay, Christine. Hi, Christine, by the way. I know you. Ready for the next step. Amazing. All right, so now we're going to do, mine looks like crap, by the way. I'm going to have to probably do a second coat, but I'm going to do it after we do the rest. So we did her face. Now we are going to do her hair color last. So if you're following me and you want to have the look of just show you, like the paint in her hair, follow me. All right, so See this? How it like is like this sheen. Where is it?
I love that.
The sheen. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the turquoise first, the viridian or a green second, and then the black last. Okay. So those are your 3 colors. And we're going to do the turquoise. We're going to do the turquoise in her hair and their dress and her eyes. And then we're going to go in and add just a little bit of green to all those places as well. It's like super straightforward, actually. Sounds like a lot, but it's not. So
it does sound like a lot. I'm glad you're right here next to me.
Yay. We'll be fine. You guys are all going to do great. Okay, so fall off the chair. All right, I love Viridian.
Those are so pretty.
And I did specifically purchase this peacock dress in honor of our peacock in our colors of today. Okay. So, my messy bun is getting messier. Okay, so I'm going to use I think I said turquoise first. I think I lied. What is one that goes first? Oh no, it is turquoise first. Okay. I love turquoise. Oh, that's such a nice warm welcome, everybody, to Elsie. Love that. So yeah, sweet. They're really nice ladies.
And Cynthia?
They're the nice.
No way. She joined too. That's awesome.
Stop it right now. I want to find her.
She's just a little bit below that. You went down too far. Or too far over here. Under Tara's.
Oh.
Cynthia.
Yay, Cynthia. Welcome. It's really fun. Brace yourself. So excited to have you.
I love it.
All right, I'm going to squirt out some turquoise.
Here's a good question too. Okay. So she's a member. Here we go.
Yes.
She's a member of the drawing club. If she joins Mixed Media, do you get the Wonder Bundle or is that offer gone?
Oh, yeah. It's just a separate offer, Smoffy. I love your name so much. Yeah. It's just, you know what? Of course, you could do Wonder Bundle anytime. Wonder Bundle is just a funny word that we use for people that are in all the clubs. And when you're a member of all, you only pay for 2. The third one is totally free. And my third one is the Celtic Collective, which we do all like magical and fairies and stuff because I'm a super weirdo and I'm obsessed. So you know what? Just email me. Just reply to any of my emails and just ask. And Margot will get you all squared away with whatever you want to do. Totally. Absolutely. Yes. All right. So we have turquoise and then viridian is like this magical color. It's basically turquoise with like a ton of extra green in it. I actually wasn't even aware of this color till like 8 years ago. And I was like, what's this viridian magic? It's really, really beautiful. So we're going to do everything turquoise first.
Okay.
So it's kind of like we're just doing everything turquoise and then we're doing everything green and then we'll do black. And then if we need to recoat her skin, like I for sure do, we'll do that again. I know I love the Celtic Collective too, Bonnie.
So fun.
So fun. They're all so fun. That's why
they are.
Half of our members are Wonder Bundle members because it's so fun. All right, so turquoise.
Okay.
Let's do her. We're going to go like top to bottom because it might be a little scary doing the hair part. So we're going to ease into it.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to do the dress first. I have to get my reference out because here's the reference. For anyone, here is one reference. Yes. And there's a couple different, they're all like the same. So I'm going to do her dress first, which is like, she's got like a strap on the far side. Whoop. And I just kind of like filled it in here. It's like a question mark. You could honestly just have it be solid and it would make.
I want to draw my shoulder in because it's bothering me.
You know, you could draw your shoulder in.
Do you have a pencil?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. If anyone wants to redefine their lines, absolutely.
Because otherwise I feel like I'm just dropping paint randomly.
Yes. Yes. If you need to redraw, now is the perfect time. Oh, I know, Senrisa. And I'm obsessed with your name every time I see it. I love having you learn here. We love you. Oh my God, Christine, you're hilarious. I use a mix of essential oils on my face. The hubby says I smell like a salad. And Sean just calls me Earth Face, but it's not in a kind way.
Earth Face.
For sure not in a kind way. No. All right, I'm going to wrap this around her back. And it's a little bit questionable up in here, but we're going to have that all feathers, so it actually doesn't matter.
Okay, good. That's a great reminder.
It's all going to be covered. All right, so this is her whatever dress.
Such a pretty color.
So pretty. All right. I gave us a mountain too much paint. Paint for 100 years. I lost her earring. I'm gonna you can draw on her earring. I forgot. I'm just gonna paint in something over there. Just so I don't forget. You can draw it in and paint it if you want. All right. Okay, I will look for that question. I'm looking for Rover Girl 56.
Another Penny just joined too.
Penny joined too?
Yes.
Why?
Penny right there.
Oh, Penny. Aww.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Welcome. Oh, that's awesome, Elsie.
Yes.
I'm just trying to find. I don't see that. Can you rewrite that question for me, Jeanette? Because I'm not seeing it for whatever reason. Oh, Elsie, I'm so glad. Yeah, the Showgirls is gonna be super fun. I'm gonna show you what I've already recorded a bunch, and I'm obsessed with them all. Stacy asks, what clubs are there? Oh, before I read this, I just want to say, if now is a great time to redraw anything, like if you lost her nose or anything, and please,
you can show mine. Like I had a spot if you want over here.
And
I think I fixed it. Hopefully
with
my weird back.
Oh yeah. Because you can actually erase.
You can see it.
You can erase this. You can put a little gesso on there. Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. You guys can see this where I had like a goofy back happening. So I just kind of redrew a little bit in there.
And also the feathers are going to be all right here. So like any stuff here that's not quite right is going to get covered up. But what I do want you guys all to do is, do you see where her bangs come in? They're like a curve. Just do me a favor and just extend that up a little bit. We're going to need that part line. Okay. So just draw in a little line right there. Up from the curve of her bang. And then I'll read Stacey's question. Oh, my legs are timing now.
They're timers.
Yeah, they go out. So here's like her, I'm just doing it on mine again. So here's like her bang curl, and I'm just going to extend this up. Literally extend that line. If you have a pencil or anything, just so you know where that is. We're going to need that in the very next breath. And then I'm going to just take a pause to read Stacey's question. What clubs are there? Are there any I could join? Maybe something like to reserve a mixed media craft kit and they change each month or something like that? Or am I all wrong? So I don't have anything physical that I mail out. But you do get a lot of, depending on your level of membership, you do get things in the mail. Like lifetime people get a lot in the mail. You get like 4 books. You get a book of your choice. You get art supplies. You get an art print mailed to you. So I would suggest just going over to awesomeartschool.com and clicking learn more, and then you can just read, because it just depends on what you get.
What looks fun to you?
I send a lot of things that are physical in the mail when you sign up, depending on but I always give 2 pre-recorded new lessons every month, and then we do a live like this every month together as well. So it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Hi, Patty. Speaking of Wonder Bundlers, Patty's a Wonder Bundler. Hi, Patty. She says, can you repeat the sequence of the blue colors again? Yes. So we are going to do turquoise. We're going to do her dress. We're going to do her earrings. I'm going to do her eyes right now, and we're going to do her hair. So I'll just skip her eyes and get to the hair. So I just did that line in the hair, and that is really essential. Because all hair grows from a part. So you can't see my part right now. You can see my amazing white roots if I do that. But basically all your hair, right, comes out of like a part. Her hair is down. If my hair was down, you would see my part also. So it comes from the part. So our brush lines also have to come from her part. It's like super important. So what I like to do is I pretend my paintbrush is the actual brush, and I'm brushing my hair from root to tip. Because no one brushes their hair this way, right? You don't brush your hair like this way. Right? If you're like a girl with long hair, you would always, so that's how your brush strokes go the same exact way. So we always start at the top. And the fun part about this is what we're just going to do a little bit. We're just going to give a little bit. So every brush stroke starts back at the top. And then I'm just going to drag a little bit down. I have to look at my original one. Okay. So we're just going to put a little bit like that. Awesome. Just waiting for Mandy to do it next to me. And then we're going to come over here on the other side. So say like, okay, we brushed your hair on the right. Now we're going to brush it on the left. And where we're going to start, we need to start back at the part. So we're going to start at the part and I'm going to pretend my brush is following, right? Root to tip. Now I'm going to run out of paint, which is great because I don't want her to have like a turquoise wig. We just want to have some like highlights. This is as fancy as we're getting today. So if you can do this, you can do anything. All right. And then it's kind of funny because when her bangs, so when we get to like about this part, we're gonna kind of switch, right? Because if you have bangs, I actually do have bangs, then you're brushing again. Your bangs also brush right from root to tip, so those ones can kind of come down a little bit. So the ones in the forward come forward. I'm gonna zoom in. It's like a mess over here, right? So we're gonna start at the middle again. Right? So can you imagine a brush following the actual hairs? So directionality is super important.
It's a great tip. These are going to look so cool.
You're so kind, Gina. Oh, I mean, this is my regular everyday attire. No, I did not. I found this image on Pinterest and then I followed the creator of it and she actually had a download button where anyone could download it for free. And I was like, that's amazing because I'm going to need that image. So yeah, so it's perfect. She's fine. She gave permission to everybody to use it. Do I mail stuff to Canadian members? Girlfriend, I mail stuff to everywhere. I just said, well, somebody just won. She wasn't even a club member and she lived in South Africa. This was last month and she won in our Facebook group for a giveaway. Yes, I mail to you wherever you are. And I pay for all of it. So it's my pleasure. I don't take it lightly. I want to say thank you for joining me. No, I love it. Renee's at the gym. Does the lifetime membership go up? Well, it's going up on Wednesday the 1st. It is, yeah. Because every year I add 40 to 100 new lessons in every club. So I'm sure you got my email, but if you want to do lifetime, you don't.
She's already lifetime.
Oh,
so it does not go up for
you're done. Yeah, you pay, you're done. You never pay again.
Never again.
No, you're done for life. Done for life. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine I went back and charged you more? That is horrific. No, you're done. You're done. Yeah, you're done. You pay one and you stay and play forever. Yes. And you get everything for free from there at that point off forever. Oh, good. No worries, Stacy. You can absolutely do it after the live. Just know there are like 6 p.m. bonuses that disappear after 6 p.m. Eastern time, just to be super clear. I know. I don't want you to leave the live because we're in the middle of our project, but there are free course, 2 extra free books. You get to come to happy hour tonight at 6 and the free bonus lesson as well. So just come back to me. Don't forget to come back so we can finish our project. Okay, so I'm going to do her eyes in the same color. And that, my poor paintbrush is probably like dried and nasty by now. So I'm just going to paint in. Do you have a little baby brush over there? Just turquoise. So this is super look at this simple. I still can't believe how much paint I squirted out. It's like a mountain. So I'm just doing her, as you can see. It looks blue on the screen, but it's really turquoise in real life. Oh, I don't know what sound that was. That just came from my soul.
I know.
It's like a Godzilla. Saying hello. It is Eastern time, yes. And in that live, we're gonna. Our happy hours are like always teaching as well, but we are throwing a little extra fun today because all our members are gonna be there to say hello.
Yes, that's gonna be so fun.
So, all right. So that's it for the turquoise. So I'm going to put my brush away. Let me get out my other nasty brush. So now we have the Viridian. And this is fun because if your turquoise is not dry yet, it's actually kind of cool because they'll kind of blend together, which is nice.
I love that.
Yeah, so I'm going to actually go, this is Viridian now, which is like this green, super dark greens, kind of like the color of my dress. And we're going to do the same strokes we just did in her hair, only shorter strokes. Okay? So think of them as like half the length of the ones we just did. So I'm going to just make them short. And it looks a little crappy, but it's fine. Just trust me. So I'm just going to, again, but we need to still start at the root. Just do a little flick down. Okay, start at the root and we're doing both sides. Whoop, whoop. I'll pull some down. It's weird, I know, but it's going to look amazing. Cool. Yeah. You really need to read what's included, Stacy. So I would just, well, I'm going to stay here for a bit. So maybe at like 5, if you want to go over to Awesome Art School and just check it out, you need to read. Mm-hmm. There's so much included. I can't even like get all of it out.
It's so fun.
So I would just read all the information, all the pricing, all the everything is over there. Oh, that's a good question. Wendy. Yeah, Wendy, you can definitely, if you want to go lifetime and you have books, you for sure can. It just depends. So brand new member, it's a little different if you're a current member because you've been a member forever. So if you're current members who are just, some people get in for no, like you might even qualify for no money. So we don't send out all of those things if you've already been a member for years. Those are for people who pay the lump sum upfront all at once, which is very different than someone who's like just getting passed into it for $0. Do you know what I mean? So it's slightly different. But it just depends on how much for lifetime. Even my ring coordinates.
I know. It's so pretty.
I just got that in Vegas. I'm pretty sure it's like I'm pretty sure I got completely scammed on it, to be honest. Like for sure. The next day, my husband and I had been like drinking, and we're like, let's go to the antique store. And this guy had this. He told me it was like worth like $10,000. I paid like $100. It was our anniversary, so Sean's like, definitely get it. And then the next day, I woke up all sober, and I'm like, oh my God, I think I got super scammed. I think this is from like a dentist's office, like trinket thing. You know what I mean? Hilarious. I was like, is this even metal? I'm like biting it. I'm like, is this plastic? Like, please tell me at least it's metal. It's like worth nothing. Let's just be clear.
Is it turning your finger
green?
You're good.
Yeah, I think it's like 2 cents. But it's our anniversary.
It looks so pretty,
it was worth it. All right, so Viridian. I'm going to slide a little into her earrings. I'm going to slide a little bit of this everywhere. I'm going to pop some into her eyes. Yeah, and anyone who has pricing questions, please I don't want to do it during the teaching. I feel really obnoxious when we're trying to be in our project. So just email me and I will answer all of your questions. Get you all settled wherever you want to be.
For the eyes, are you putting the dark at the same spot?
I'm putting the R. Yes, I do the same on every side. And usually if I have a darker color for an eye, I put it on the upper half of the eye and I leave the bottom half a little bit lighter. I just think that looks really pretty. And then I'm kind of just smearing a little bit into the turquoise as well. And you can do this with 2 shades of pink, 2 shades of purple. Are you okay?
Yeah. Okay. I go back and forth with the glasses.
Oh, I know. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. If you have any questions, just email. My lovely team is giving you all the email addresses. All right, so that's all we're doing with that paint. So my brush is done. I'm going to put it away. All right, I'm going to use black for her hair color, but you are welcome to use whatever hair color you want if you don't want to use black. I do think you should use a darker color. I'm not sure this would look as effective if you have lighter color. So I would do, if you're going to do brown, I would do a darker brown, like maybe my color, because it'll look nice with the colors that we have. But I'm going to use full on black.
That'll look cool.
And then be thinking about lip color too. That'll be next. Did I see the question? Nope.
It might be, there was one down, I think, underneath, maybe 2 down. Oh, the list of hashtags? Is that the question? Or
yeah, you could do Auburn. I don't have a question. You want to Discord it to me? If you want to compile some questions that I might be missing, why don't you Discord them to me and I can read them off of my phone because I'm missing some.
That would be helpful.
And I definitely don't want to miss any questions.
Right.
All right. So here is our black. I think it might be a little thick. So I'm actually going to add a little bit of matte medium. This is really thick. And I'm going to stir it up. So another really good use of matte medium is like a paint thinner. And it's much better to use than water because it doesn't compromise all your good paint qualities.
Yeah, the top of her head does look awesome.
All right, so slimy, but we're good to go. All right, so normally I would paint all of the hair like we did up here where we would go root to tip. But we want the black to be like blended in to these colors. So all of these, we're going to do the reverse and we're going to go tip up to the root, but still envision yourself with a brush following the hair as it would flow. And that's all you need to remember. Cool. So if you're starting, say I'm literally will do like the whole thing. So if I do like, here's a little curly woo. So I'm going to curl around. Okay. And I'm going to come up. So what we want is there becomes like an overlap. And you see how when I'm brushing my strokes upwards, how it looks like hair? All right. So I'm going to come back. Since this is like a solid color, I can resume the little curly cues afterwards. But this will make it a nice, natural, like putting these, like flicking these into the hair makes it look like a nice, natural hair stroke. So directionality is super important. And even the bangs, we're going to go bottom up, bottom up. I'm kind of flicking and lifting my brush as I flick upwards. The fun of working on a
curious.
Yeah, fun of working on a Sunday.
In there.
All right.
I think I need more paint on my brush.
Oh, yeah.
And being timid about it.
Yeah. Yeah, you do kind of have to load it up. And it also gets lost on its way up sometimes. You use it. So that's why I sort of was doing like choppy bits, like kind of in the middle. And then I'm going to finish. But the important part of here is the flick from the down to the up, because that's what makes it look like it's kind of hair. Whoop. And you can kind of twist like these curls. See how these curls are everywhere? You can twist your brush. You just kind of hold it at the end and give them a twirl. little twirl. They're really curly crazy. Super cute curly whirlies, little twists this way and that way. Glad you like it, Stacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty realistic, actually. So yeah, for sure the different colors is kind of fun. If you're a little scared and this is like too much for you, you can also just bring your black up a little bit higher. You're like, oh, that's a bit much, Karen. You can just tuck that right back. Good old black will cover up everything. Okay. Just make that area a little bit smaller and be like, oh, just kidding. Yeah, we're not doing that. I also think it's pretty to like bring up some individual strands into there. There's a huge wrinkle of my collage paper right there. So I just keep kind of working it like towards and lifting up. Question. Will the happy hour and bonus lesson be available for replay? Yeah, all happy hours and actually all the lives and all the clubs are always recorded, and you guys actually have its own classroom. So you can go back and watch any of them from forever. They lived in the classroom forever. And this bonus lesson, I actually made a special classroom called what did I call it? Cross Clubs Bonus.
Yes.
And I started that classroom and I was like, how did I not actually have a classroom like this ever before? So she is in there.
And a lot of club members have asked for that.
Yeah.
They think it's so fun to be in all of them.
Yeah, exactly. So yes, you do. Absolutely. And the bonus lesson, is the drawing lesson. And that is in that Cross Club classroom. But also my original recording when I did the first one, that is also everything. Nothing ever leaves the clubs once they are in there, and everything is always recorded for sure. And everything is also downloadable, so you can also go and download them and what have you. All right, so that's the only black. Did I do her eyebrows in black?
I wondered if you were doing that with this, or did you use pit pens or something else?
No, I think that's it. Or maybe I did use the pit pens. All right, and that's all the painting we're going to do, friends. Although her shoulder is really weird looking. Look at my shoulders like...
Yeah, mine too, for sure.
I mess up on every project, and it's fine. I think wearing lipstick makes my lips chapped. How do you do it?
I put this on top.
Crazy. Oh, is that the secret?
Bath and Body Works.
I'm such a bad lipstick wearer. I don't know how to do it.
You're not a bad lipstick wearer.
Oh, yeah, mouth. Thank you. We do need to do her mouth. So pick a color for her mouth. I'm using alizarin crimson. These are all from I do have a set with Jerry's Artorama. Actually, I have 3. I do love Jerry's. I have one like 20 minutes for my house, but nothing is required. Just fun fact. These are all from my Jerry's set.
Ooh, that's a pretty one.
Yeah, this is really pretty. So this is, alizarin crimson. Oh, good. We are doing super good for time.
Oh, good. I'm losing some of my green in the highlights with my black.
Okay. You can always put some back in.
Okay.
Yeah. If you lose any of your hair highlights and you're like, oh no, you can just put them right back in. Just do them again over the black.
Okay.
And then you can also go back with the black if you're like, oh no, now it's too much the other way, and you can just flip flop. Yeah. The amazing part about acrylics is that they are permanent, and you can layer all day long and cover over anything that you might have made a mistake with, and just repeat. For sure. I might do the same. Yeah. So say you're like, oh no, I covered over it. So then I would take, I don't know, one or other of these. And yeah, you can go back and kind of put some in. Pop some more back in so you don't feel alone. So that's how you would do it. You would just do it right into there. Oh no, now someone's mowing their lawn.
I hear that.
It's like always, like when I'm live, I'm like, really? You have to do that right now? So I just went in and added more. Oh my God, Kim Smith joined the Wonder Bundle. That's amazing.
Awesome.
I don't. Why am I using your water?
You're gonna love that. Use it.
I don't know. That's okay. Oh. I love it. Ooh, that lip color is spicy. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so nice, Mark. That is a super nice compliment. I hope that you are having fun with us today.
Yeah.
We're pretty much all about some fun. We don't mess around. We are like the least serious art people in the world, as you can.
So approachable.
As you can see.
Yes, and fun.
I'm trying to think if I need to put any more flings of like hair curls. I feel like I do. I'm going to zoom out. All right. Before I leave the black forever, I'm going to be a little brave. How are you doing? How are you doing, Mandy?
Like highlights.
You're going to do some more highlights? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really wet. Let me just shut that. How is that door open?
I think Maggie let it open.
Oh.
Her dog.
She does just come off. All right. So see how mine is like really happy on this side and then like so over pretty. Here. So I'm just gonna add. Maybe we have some, more little curls. I feel like I could keep bigger with the curls. I'm just doing a little twisty.
Yeah.
Except now they're all twisting in one direction. So
this is so fun.
So fun. Thank you for coming over today, Mandy.
It's been such a fun day.
So good. I know you were nervous. Are you still nervous?
No.
Okay, good. This looks stupid over here, but shit happens sometimes. You just make it look stupid. Whee! Whoa. I got overzealous with my curly cuteness. But when we put our peacock feather in there, it's going to be all good.
So cute.
Oh.
How's everybody doing?
We're
they get quiet.
We're freaking great. I love this. Hello, how are you guys doing? We are having a great time.
Aww.
We are painting our showgirls.
I love it.
All right. So I'm gonna repaint. I'm gonna add another layer to her face because it's a little patchy looking. But what's fun is that once you've done one like coat on a skin color, the second coat goes on super fast. It's like weirdly, because you don't tend to need to do like every single last thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm just gonna do a quick second skin. Skin tone does not have the best coverage. It's also why it's good to have the gesso down first, because if you don't have gesso and you have any of that scrapbook paper or tissue paper, it like will show through really too much. And after we finish the skin tone, we are going to do our last acrylic step, which is actually to work with the Posca pens to like add the details and fine tune.
That'll be cool in the hair. Huh?
Yes. And so for those that don't have gelatos, I mean, she will be 99% done for you once we do the outline. And then grab some gelatos and come add that when they arrive.
Yes.
You can do it. It takes like 2 seconds and it looks so good, but you are almost there. We just need to add a little detailing with our Posca pens. I'm just doing a quick second coat to fill in some of these spacious things.
What is that noise?
I don't know what that sounded.
Are they shaking drinks?
Like,
like,
oh,
what was
that's
that?
how we have to considering. Our husbands are getting like loaded in the next room, I'm pretty sure.
I think they are. It's too funny.
Oh, happy hour is going to be interesting this evening.
It will be.
Sean's normally not around for our arting. Okay. All right. So I did my skin.
Oh, that's pretty.
Tone.
I like her fade at the bottom of the canvas. It's
Oh,
pretty.
yeah. Her fade to nothing.
Yeah. It's
And
awesome.
if you want help doing a fade to nothing,
Thank you.
I will teach you. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jeanette. Jeanette sent me the question that I kept missing. I'm so sorry about that. So the question was, I wasn't able to get gelatos. Can I use pastels and spray with a fixative before Mod Podging? And actually the answer is, I think so. I have tested the hamburger with pan pastels. I haven't actually done them with soft pastels. I think that you would be fine. I do think so, especially if you spray it with a fixative. I've experimented a lot with gelato alternatives, but not that. So if you want to be my guinea pig, you totally can. But because I've done pan pastels, which are very similar to soft, I think that you're going to be okay. And pan pastels work. I'll show you one that I did do with pan, and you'll see it looks amazing. So I do think so. So this one I did,
so pretty.
and I did this in Mixed Media Happy Hour, actually, another one where I was using pan pastel, and it blended beautifully. So I think it'll be okay. I do, but I'm 90% sure. So if it doesn't work, that was the 10% that I wasn't sure of, and I'm really sorry, but I do think so. Yeah, I think so. Stop it right now, Smoffy's a Wonder Bundler. Stop it.
That's so fun.
That is super fun.
That's awesome.
I do say the Wonder Bundle, which again is someone who's you're in everything, but you don't pay for more than 2. You get a whole club free. So that's Mixed Media Society, Fun Fab Drawing Club, which is all drawing. Which we just finished a steampunk series, which I was obsessed with.
That was awesome.
Like obsessed. I like never wanted it to end. Oh, and then Celtic Collective's the third, and that's where we do very heavy watercolors, emphasis on watercolors, and
fairies, mermaids,
castles,
gnomes.
We're doing evil kings and queens coming up in May. It's ridiculous, so fun. But some people, it's kind of Tara was like, it's cool for some people who actually start in the Wonder Bundle, and then if like you can only if you can't afford it, then you can sample them all and then just pick one. But some people start with one and then end up going to all 3 because it's ridiculous. Okay, cool. So, okay, we're ready for the next step, which is Posca pens. And there are more alternatives to Posca pens than there are the gelatos. I'm sorry about the gelatos, but you can use any paint pen or pigment fine liner. So you just need to do a little testy-roo to make sure that yours is not going to react when you put water on it. So just on a separate sheet of paper, if you're using a pen, don't use Sharpies because Sharpies are alcohol-based and they do not play well with anything acrylic. So just do a little test on a separate sheet of scrap paper, add water, and make sure it doesn't move. If it doesn't move, you're good to go. Okay? So I just use Posca pens, but any paint pen. There's a ton of brands of paint pens. Just make sure you test it off on a different sheet of paper. Don't test it on your girl. Because to get the paint flowing, you need to like depress it, and you never want to depress it on your girl. So make sure you test it. Is yours okay?
Yeah.
Here, use the skinnier one.
Okay.
Use a thinnest nib, that you have. Because this is going to be our outline, and you just don't, and it needs to.
Do you want that for your package or some off?
I know. I don't know where.
Here, use this for a demo, and then you can share it.
Do you want to open that pack? So sorry, I thought I had one. I for sure do. All right, so I'm going to zoom in super close so you can see. Super close. So I'm going to start with her. I'm actually going to start with her eyebrows. You can actually The only downside to paint pens is they can be a little skippy on the canvas. So just go slowly and that will skip less. Pit pens are amazing if you have Pit pens by Faber-Castell. We're going to be using those in the happy hour. And I'm just going to be outlining her really everything. She didn't even have pupils before. Now she will. And I think this is even fatter than the one I even had before. So what I did on my original is I see she has like an eyelid.
Uh-huh.
I actually,
yeah, I love that.
I actually did like a cat eye like this, and I left it because they did serious makeup. Like I have so much like makeup on my actual face, and that's because that's what they did as well. Yes, King Art does have awesome gelatos. Just be careful. They are a little bit more reactive than the gelatos are. So just be careful. I'll show you how to be careful in a second. Trust me, because I don't want you to have any accidents. They're not exactly equivalent, but they are the closest that you can find. And they are half the price, so I do get it. So I am, oops, sorry, off camera, apparently. Whoop. All right, so I just did her eyebrows. Oh my gosh, Kim Smith joined the Wonderful. Awesome. That's amazing. Welcome, you guys. Mary Beth says, I just gave my Frito Kahlo eyebrows. Okay, that's hilarious. That's awesome. All right, so then this one, I'm sorry for my elbow.
I just gave mine a Scarlett O'Hara. Like, ooh.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the cat I am a little obsessed with. So pretty. I don't normally do it from this angle, so I have no idea.
You never turn your canvas upside down.
I don't.
Either.
No, I don't. Well, because I'm just used to teaching like straight on. Adapted myself.
Did you used to?
No. Actually, I don't know. I've like never not taught. So her eyes look a little cray-cray. I'm just gonna, we can do magic with highlights, so don't even worry about any weird things. All right, for her nose, I'm just gonna do what I call the parentheses. Marker is actually thicker than the one I used in the last one. I'm like, dicey. So her nostrils, look at her little baby barely there.
Oh,
she's
so
just
cute.
Barely there. We're just like basically outlining everything. And by the way, if you don't want to outline, you don't have to. I should have probably started with that. But it all comes together really nicely because there's a lot of black in this painting. You can also use your paint pens to like, oh yeah, it gets super skippy. And don't freak out. Things like this happen literally every project. So like, see how I just had a big skip. I mean, I think there's some people who would literally lose their minds over that. I don't even look at that stuff anymore. Just trust me when I tell you, when you're finished with your whole piece, people just don't see that kind of stuff. Yeah. They just don't even see it. And I even, a lot of people post like, oh no, the giant skip by her right ear. It's like, I never would have seen it had you not drawn your attention to it. Like, telling you 99% of your oopses nobody sees. Just carry on. It's all good. I do keep like baby wipes nearby. If you're super concerned, you can keep some wipes next to you and you can like try to, but see, then actually a lot of times it also makes it worse, honestly, like me right here. So say I was like, oh no, and then I add a wipe, and then it's like smearing and blah, 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 blah. And honestly, it's better if you just leave those little oopses. You end up with like creating a bigger thing. Mm-hmm. So I'm only doing this for the demo. I never would have cleaned that up if we weren't talking about it. But honest to God, like people are not looking at your mistakes the way that you're looking at your mistakes. So it really is all good. All right, I'm going to look at questions. I feel like I haven't looked up in a bit. So let me just there's a big important arm line missing too here, which is like, it looks like a ginormous, but actually that's her arm.
Yeah.
That looks good in her body. You're on the home run here. Home run? Home stretch.
Home stretch.
I'm like, what is happening?
You don't do sports.
No, I don't. Yeah, you can. But then you go on a whole tangent of like gesso and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, when I do my projects, I'm like, I'm not even getting into that. And you can ask my other members, like, how many times I make mistakes all the time. And 99% of the times, if you just fly by them, like, no, they just kind of blend into whatever else you're doing. And they really just don't even show up. So I love me a paint pen. I get a little carried away. But you could add some individual lines if you wanted to I'm going to try not to go crazy. It's really hard. Okay, stop. Okay. I will like doodle all day long on her. All right. We are finally to the really fun gelato portion, which we have been waiting for, but I'm going to wait for you. Len. Yeah. Darn it. I fell asleep. Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay. I'm not going anywhere. You know that. Okay. Yes. Pit pen is a great choice. And we're going to be doing pit pens in the happy hour at 6. I will show you a total pit pen demonstration. I was not going to require them because they're expensive. They just came out with a new pit pen though. And that is also what I want to show you. My mind is blown. I have a YouTube video coming out on it in the next week. I can't believe it. I like made my whole day. All right. Let me know in the comments if you're ready for the gelato. Just say yes if you're ready for the gelato part. Because I am ready. And again, if you don't have gelatos, just watch. Because you're like 99% done. And you can finish the second that you get some.
I could doodle forever with the Posca pen.
I know, right?
They're so fun.
They're so fun. Clean up some of this shit that's everywhere. Oh my God. All right. Here we go. Oh, Mandy's doodling her little heart out next to me.
I love hair.
With her pen.
So fun.
All right. All yeses. Okay, amazing. So, hold on, I know I just have to like add a little.
Okay, ready.
You could use the thicker nibbed Posca pens. I was using that fine one, but you can absolutely.
Yeah, the thick one is fun too.
Super fun.
Right.
So fun. All right. So this is my secret to shading without having to know how to paint, blend, wet on wet, wet on dry. None of that. So you guys, none of that.
If you've never seen this, it's so cool.
So all you need to do is take some gelatos, and I don't know the colors because they've changed the color names, but there's one that looks like a light color flesh. There's one that looks like a light pink, and then there's one that's quite a bit darker. And I was saying this earlier, but in case you missed it, there's also some yellow tones. So if my girl's skin was a little bit more yellow, she has a more like peach undertone. I have a really good YouTube video on this as well. Mm-hmm. There's like a yellow ochres that go into brown that are great in case your base just happened to be your yellow tone. This one just happens to be more peachy tone. And this is also really good if you're very scared of blending, or you're like, I'm scared to add shading, which most people are if they've never done it before. It's so awesome because you can just start with the lightest one that's like the same color as your girl. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to pretend, well, actually we can look at our reference. I have a whole book on this too called Skin Tone Secrets, which is all about lighting and shading, which all of my club members also get free, by the way. Like,
that book is awesome.
It's so much. It is my go-to for everything. It basically just gives you the answers. Like, here's your colors. Here's where you go put them. Go. So I'll use our reference since we have it. And so we're going to put them, you can see it's like along the side of her face. So if you're scared, you can start with this really light color. And you can just take your finger and you can just squish it. Now, I can't even see it. That's going to drive me nuts because I like drama. But I'm just saying, if like you need to like ease into it and you're super scared. You can. I didn't even realize the top went on the bottom. So then you're like, okay, I'm feeling okay. I'm going to do it. You can try different little darker. And this is where I wish I had done a big scale because this is way easier if you have a larger painting. So let's say this is one shade darker. So I like to put this like on the sides of her face. Now, again, this is so small. So you can just use like a blending stump. You could use a Q-tip. Okay. Yeah. And just help you. This is even a Q-tip actually would be ideal because this is almost too hard. I just use my finger. This is like the smallest hamburger I've ever made. So normally I would just use my finger. Okay. And you can just.
And you did have a question, Karen. Yes. What if you have black skin? How would you do this?
Yeah, for sure. So skin tones are in like, actually, I'm going to get my skin tone book.
Yeah. Oh, and Tara, you said you wanted to see mine. There it is. Similar. I carried my green highlights through to the ends because I thought they were really fun.
Yeah. So this is my book on Skin Tone Secrets. Now this is for alcohol markers, but the concept is exactly the same no matter what medium that you're working in. So if you are rendering someone with dark skin, so here is a good, actually that's how to do hair, but so everything is like a value scale basically. So the book covers all skin tones basically. So you just usually have like an array, right, from light to dark, and you have that in every medium. So that could be paint, this could be markers, it could be crayons, it could be pencils, it doesn't matter. So you have like your starting off tone. So say we're doing her in the middle, you would start just lower down into a darker color, and then you would just choose like 2 more shades darker than her. So if she's super white person like me, like glows in the dark, you would start up here, and then your shadings would just be lighter. If you have medium skin like her, you would start in the middle, you would go down a little bit, and if she's super dark skin, you would just start as the lightest of the dark, and then you would just keep going darker and darker. So it's just like a scale. Just like a scale. Yep. So you can choose any place to start on the scale, and then you just add on those. So yeah, and then your gelatos will just be, you'll just choose like
the next level dark.
Yeah. So here you could do like these 3. So say your skin tone could be this darker, and then your shading would be like just whatever looked pretty, really. Yeah. Like this one would be super pretty together, and then you could do another one for brown, and that's what you do with dark skin. And thank you for asking. It's a very important question. Okay, so for her eye. Oh my God, Sean, really? What would you like for dinner? Just make something. I don't care. Literally anything. Just feed me. All right. So
we're smooshing.
We are smooshing with our fingers.
And I will totally use my finger on this.
Yeah.
Not as
good.
Dirty.
All right. So like that. Yeah. And also the colors don't even matter. Like this one's a little bit too peachy for me. So I'm putting them around her face. I'm also going to put some under her nose. So this is where references come in super helpful. So you don't have to make this up every time you use a reference. Your reference will tell you where to go. So where does it look dark? Well, where does it look dark? It looks dark, super dark around her eyes, right? Like, all right, fine. Let's do super dark around her eyes. So you could do any of these colors. You could do this dark one. You could do black, right? You could do black. This looks like it has a little bit of this like red in it.
That's cool.
So I'm like starting with the red. Annoyed that she's not gigantic because I miss working.
I see it now,
right?
Totally.
You're like, oh, it's so small. So if you love drama, like I love me some drama, like I'll use like the deepest color.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Like under her chin is going to be really dark. So you can get it really dark in there. And these come off with a baby wipe. And that's what I love about teaching the hamburger too, is that you can erase at every stage.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So you can just, you need awesome. One of these?
I do.
Yeah.
Baby wipe.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And so I'm looking at the reference. So you don't even have to know where to go. Oh, I forgot her feathers. We have to paint her feathers on. We'll do that in 2 seconds.
The baby wipe works so well.
Yeah.
I just did that.
Yeah, Mandy was like, oops, and it just melts off.
Yeah.
So I'll show you too. Let me zoom
Very
out.
cool if you need one.
And it looks a little like choppy, but that's when the sealer actually makes it all come together. So she looks like she has a sunburn. You can wipe it right off. So this is where it's so fun to play and learn and experiment with shading. It's such a safe way to do it. So under her nose is really dark. So I'm going to do that. And if it's not like, it doesn't want to like behave, you can take your little blending stump and try to like tuck it in. Be like, go away from here. Whoa, look at, see now I'm like making a mess and you're like, oh, like, no, just take it anyway and wipe it off. It's like totally erasable. It's a very safe way to play. What else is she should be on the under part of her arm.
Yeah.
Should be where she fades to nothing. Oh, and then we got to paint her feathers.
Yes.
So we will need our black again. And her boobs, you got to have good shady boobs. Yeah. And even this part of her arm. So I'm just applying and then scooching. Oh, so Woody's, be careful. No, I would not use the Stabilo crayons because, Elsie, it's such a good question because they will smear right off your page. When you go to apply the sealer, they will like disappear and they will smear everywhere. So yes, good question. No, truly, just use gelatos. And if you don't have gelatos, then wait until you have some.
They're like butter.
They are like butter. And what's cool is that we use the hamburger. This hamburger. I use this to create all sorts of projects. All right. It's not like just faces, but this is our recipe and we're following it all the way up. So again, we're going to do this in happy hour at 6. And Margot let me know too. She emailed everyone at 4 with information on the things that you get. And then at 5, everyone will get a link to join the happy hour. And if you join the Mixed Media Society after 5, they'll Margot or Tara will send you a link to join. So we'll get you in there. All right. So
Carolyn just became a lifetime member.
Stop it right now. Yeah. You're gonna make me cry.
That's so awesome.
That is awesome. Yes, Margot said yes. She sent an email, so you can check that for details. Just check it before 6. Because that's when all the early bird bonuses disappear. All right. I'm even putting some because it's on my finger. You can kind of put it next to her thing. Oh, you know what I didn't do was her eye makeup. Are you waiting for me on this still?
Somehow we have one terracotta. No, it's okay.
Totally fine. And here's a brown. I'm going to put some black. Like have like a smoky eye.
Oh, I love that.
So I'm going to do black. But don't forget, this will smudge a bit. And then here we have her smoky eye, which is really like all over smoky. My big fat fingers.
The terracotta is really cool to add some extra drama.
Yes. And we can show yours too. That's my thing. Now she needs some of this black. I wonder if I can put some of my gelato black on my blending stump because I can't get in here with my fat fingers. Oh my God, that works awesome. Oh, I've never tried that before. So you really want that smoky eye to go all the way around. Look, I just put it on my blending stump.
Oh, so cool.
Because the gelatos, the downside is they have no, kind of tip. Yeah. But now they do. Oh, yes. Workaround. Awesome. See, happy accident. I've never tried that before. That works awesome. All right. You can even keep drawing. Whoa, that's so cool. What a fun way to play. And then again, if it's too much, you can just take your blending stump and erase it. Oh my God, you guys, I feel like I just unleashed the shading monster.
That's awesome.
Because now you have total control over where you can go. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Now we are about ready for the most exciting point. I know, right? We do always learn something new. If you join before 6, you get you get 5 bonuses. 5. So many bonuses. It's a lot of someone to leave alive and go do something and come back. So we want to say thank you for that. Yes, I'll show you real quick. And then I'm going to steal this in 1 second, which is so exciting. I just want to make sure. Yeah, these are the bonuses if you sign up before 6. You get this free course, which is how to draw, which is nice because, again, I don't teach drawing in the Mixed Media Society. You get my free $87 course on how to draw faces, front, 3/4 portrait, and profiles. You get my 2 books, How to Draw Fun Fat Faces, Volume 1 and 2. And then you also get This Girl drawing lesson you actually get regardless if you sign up after 6 as well. But the big ticket to 6, if you sign up before 6, is you get to come to our happy hour, which is our monthly live. And I'm going to keep working on her in there and show you some real nifty things, talk about sealing, talk about framing, and doing my pit pen magic. And you get to meet the whole team, which is so crazy. I've never done that before. All right, so I'm ready to steal her. I feel good about how much shading she has on. But I also want to talk about gelato white before I do, because you can get some really nice glowy effects with the gelato white as well. Again, my she looks a little angry. She's going to look nicer when I give her some eyelashes. She looks a little just pissed right now. Let's be honest. But you can get some really nice glows with the gelato white. The same way you can get really nice shading, you can get really nice glowing. Look, if you put some on the bridge of her nose.
Oh, pretty.
It's really pretty. You can put some on her chin for a really nice highlight too. And kind of the same thing, you can blend that in with my fingers are filthy. I do highly recommend washing your hands. If you've already been doing this
Do you want to wipe?
Oh, yeah. Duh, my wipes are right here. Yes, we're doing the feathers, Sky. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah. We're going to need our blackout again real quick for the feathers. Yes. I just had to show you the white because it's so magical.
That's beautiful.
You can also put it in her hair. This is also nice. I love a strong, bold highlight in white marker. Not everybody feels as passionately about brazen highlights like I do. So you can do these lovely, you just tap these little
so pretty
things of white in her hair if you would like. And again, make sure your finger is actually not super wet. And you can kind of squidgy them in with your finger to get some softer highlights if you want to try that. But it's really so nice pretty. On the nose bridge. It's also really nice on the top of her.
Ooh, on her shoulder.
Shoulder is really, really pretty. So again, what's so nice is that you can just, again, if it's too scary or too whatever, you can just take it off. Just erase it. It's crazy.
Did you see the last comment?
No.
From Allie Mermaid.
Just because she has to do this underground shit to get some alcohol. Hilarious.
I love it.
Kind of. Are you reading my mind, Valerie? No. Hilarious. Is Glenn with you today? It's Sunday. Is this a family fun day? I know he came to Steampunk because Sean was there.
Aww.
Is he there today? No, I scrubbed up her neck. All right. So I think I got black in here as well. Again, it's fun though. You can erase, which I think I have to because I've gone to the point of no return. Once you get it all wet. All right. And then get your black out. We're going to do our feathers. And then we're going to glue and then we'll be done. Mandy, you haven't even peed yet.
I know.
How are you doing that?
Fine. I'm just in my flow.
Good
I'm
camel.
happy. I'm a good camel.
You're a good camel.
I'm
going to try this, like, this approach to the gelatos again. All right, I got to put back.
I love this white gelato. I've never used that.
Oh, you haven't? Very satisfying. Yep. All right. She's got like this chunk of shoulder that's just not, makes no sense why it's not shaded. All right. Oh, that's the wrong cap.
Oh.
Ooh.
Let me do that one. You got it.
All right, let's put some feathers on.
Yeah.
And then we got to seal and put our peacock feather on. We are done, friends. Done.
Ooh.
She's so mad. Don't be mad, girly.
Mine's a little mad too.
And I always put her eyelashes on dead last. Just so you know. They always go on last, as well as the bright highlights. Yes, that's right. Go on super last. So I will show you that as well. Okay.
That's hilarious, Penny. She has the bladder of an elephant.
Oh my God. I'm dying of jealousy. I have the bladder of like a walnut. Like it's the size of a walnut. You can ask Mandy. She does. It's a problem. Okay. Okay, let's do the feathers. We just need a little bit more black. You could also use other colors if you wanted to. And feathers are like weirdly easy to do. We're just going to do the ones on her shoulder and then we're going to seal her and we're going to press the peacock feathers into the sealer. And then we're done. Oh, I will do her eyelashes. I need a reference. Oh, here we go. All right. So they are basically, and thank God, because her shoulder is like weirdly flat. So this will hopefully fix this. So we're going to do kind of like her hair. I would use a thinner brush than this. Do you have any like thin? Oh, there's so many.
You have a ton.
Yeah. Just do a brush that is a little bit thin on its side. I don't think I've ever even used that brush.
That's so pretty.
Pretty? We don't want pretty though. We want works.
You want work.
Yeah. I want
it's pretty and shiny.
Works is more important than pretty. This one. This is the one I was using before. All right. So it's, if you look at the reference, you can see it's just this little flicks. I'm using the side of my brush. So not the fat part, but the side, which is why I was looking for one that was thin. And we're just going to do short strokes. And we're just going to fling it and kind of lift it. That's it. So it's kind of like, and then we're going to, the ones in the middle go up. And then these ones kind of go in this direction. So I'm just doing short flicks. You're going to be done in 4 seconds. And then you're done. That's it.
That's
so awesome. There's our little feathers. And then we're going to put a real feather right in the middle of those. My girl's hair is so stupid. I got really carried away with her flickies, but then now they don't actually make sense. Okay, that works better. I had to like close some of those loops.
Ooh, this is going to help my weird shoulder back problem.
Yeah, here's the my girl one. If you want like fluffier feathers,
okay.
See how they're really
like
skinny?
Yeah.
Here, use my brush.
Okay.
And I think once you add all the finishing touches, it's weird how quickly it goes together. Like she's mad at me right now, but I think when I put her eyelashes on and her highlights, she's not going to be mad anymore. It's going to be weird. It's going to work. Oh, outline the other earring. Thank you. Although I can do all the fixing with my Pitt pens in layer 5 actually, but thank you. All right.
Cool.
So the next part is my favorite. I
think they're all your favorite.
I do love this part though, especially. So I'm going to do this once without the feathers, because a feather, when you go to add the feathers, it adds like another element of scary. And most projects don't have feathers, so you don't want to like, I'm not doing this for the glue, although we will. I'm going to dry. You have to make sure everything is dry before you do the next layer. So I'm just going to nuke this for 2 seconds, and then I'm going to pour Mod Podge on her, and I'm going to coat the whole canvas with it. Okay. So when I did the original project, while that was wet is when I laid in the peacock feathers. But I just want you to see this first, because it's a lot to do that in the peacock feathers. If you've never done a ceiling before, that would be a lot and scary. So just watch me do it so you kind of know what happens. And so you know not to be scared of those gelatos as well. And you know what? She needs a little bit of under her little mouth should be a little. So just to be clear, for the shading, you want to go under her chin, under her mouth, under her nose, around her eyes. I like to do black because I like to do it like, you could also add some of those colors in. I think I did on the last girl. And then usually like around the hairline. That's like a bit much, but I'm going to fix that all with a pit pens. At 6, when I do the pit pens, that's like where I kind of can go in and fix everything. But this, again, no one is leaving here without a complete project. I promise. So I'm going to mute myself, just dry this, and then I'm going to go right into the ceiling layer. And if you have any questions, now is a great time to pop those suckers in. Okay. Great question, Terry. You can use color pencils, but they're not going to, you can. They just are not going to blend or do anything when you add the sealant layer, but you sure can. And they're not going to react and be like, oh, crap. So mine has a ton. I was just doing this very like haphazardly. So she's got a lot of like dark gelatos up in here and around her eyes. So it's just my only biggest piece of advice is when you seal the face, you're just going to do one swipe and you're done. Do not go and work it and work it and work it. This dries completely 100% clear. If you hate Mod Podge, there's actually a lot of alternatives that you can use. I have a whole video about it. It's in my Mixed Media Hamburger book, which again, Mixed Media members get for free. But I'll just show you exactly what I do. So I usually will dump it right on her face, but so I just make sure that it goes like once over.
I don't think I ever realized that you go once over the face.
I don't work it.
I think I like the feeling of it and I work it.
Yeah, don't work it.
No, it moves.
I mean, I
can
can do it again, like if it's too thick, and you can see it's not moving.
Yeah.
It's like perfect. So what's amazing about the sealer layer is that it then takes all, like when Mandy's does such a bad job with her matte medium and everything. Did that. It goes and it like.
You're rotten. No, I love you. It
really like seals in and locks in all the layers of paint, all of your, it's my freaking favorite. I could like
see you swim in it too, couldn't you?
No, I don't go over it over and over again. But what you can see is that when this dries in like a second, when I hit it with my hair dryer, it's just like the glow of the gelatos. It's just like the perfect amount of shading. It's like crazy. It just like softens and it just kind of like all comes together. Super satisfying. And then, I'm going to just dry it now with my paper towel. It's also important not to work the Mod Podge because it dries so fast. If you like let it sit for a minute and then you're like, oh, wait, I'm just going to go. It's bad things happen. It gets really tacky. Same with a matte medium when you're putting the collage on. That's why I'm like, get in there while it's really wet and get it out. Because if you wait till it gets tacky, Same exact situation. It's like rips and it's disgusting. It like sticks to you and it's like a nightmare. So kind of similar process. And you can use matte medium for this. So I'm going to dry this with a hair dryer and I'm here in real time, right? So you can see how fast it dries clear. And then I'm going to put on some highlights and I'm going to do her eyelashes. Okay. And then I'll just take any other questions. And then if you want to join the Mixed Media Society today, you can, we're going to email you a link and you can come join the happy hour, which starts at 6. Grab all 5 bonuses. And I'm going to show you some kind of extra magical things that you can do with Pit Pens to take this to the next level. So if you have any questions, ask. But it's crazy. It takes like 2 minutes max. So if you have any questions or if you're now have the guts to seal this, now's the time, friends. You can do it. So I muted it because I'm actually using my hair dryer to dry right now, and I didn't want you to have to sit and listen to my hair dryer, which is super annoying. So, you can still see a little bit of it, so that will totally go away. But I wanted to show you, like, how it kind of just, it's barely there. It's very innocuous. Mm-hmm. Now, this is like a little much, but that's what I'm going to be going into. The next phase of the hamburger is actually kind of, you can use Pit Pens to adjust them. So in case you're not joining and you're not going to be seeing the happy hour, I will just tell you that Pit Pens are they're an India ink filled pen by Faber-Castell. And Faber-Castell is also who makes my favorite gelatos. I'll just show you what they are so you know.
Oh, Nancy, welcome. She just joined Mixed Media Society. Yay! We'll see you at the happy hour.
Yes, we will. So I'll be going over this and sealers in the happy hour, and that starts at 6. And I just saw your invite to everyone just went out. But these are the new design Pitt pens. Oh my god! So they have a small tip, and they have this one too. And I have a video coming out on this next week. I think 2 weeks. But these are like my second top secret tip, and there are also, this is my little handy dandy cheat sheet. They are up here. So layer 5 are Pitt pens, and you can do a lot of fixing detail, fixing things. But their white is really great. So let's see if we wanted to do, this one is old and nasty, but I didn't have those required. So what I did put on the PDF sheet for this was white. Where did I know those whites? They have like
there are a ton right there.
So I will show you. So whites, I put black and white Posca pens on the supply list for this, as you all know. So I don't need 17,000, but that's how many I have out. So my favorite place to put the last final highlights on my girl make sure you do like a little testy squeeze out on a separate piece of paper. Make sure your flow is really nice. And I like to do, for sure, definitely look at her one eye.
Amazing.
I made one dot, and look at her. That's bananas. Okay, so that's super. So whatever you do with one eye, you want to make sure you do the same exact thing in the other, same place, and then boom. Now I put a little dewy. Did I put that little dewy drop on this one? I think I put one down here where you can make her look a little bit like, have a little bit of moistened look, a little bit like a little. Is it a tear? Is that what is happening? If you put one there. You can also put one on, I like to do the ball of the nose sometimes, and that makes her nose come. My Mod Podge is really bumpy right there. Can make it look like it's coming forward a little bit. And then you can even, it's just kind of like a paint. It is paint. I just have to scrape that away.
But there are a couple saying they can't hear. Or no, it's Patricia.
These are Posca pens. I think that's when I was still muted, I'm not muted anymore. You can put some up here. I like to like highlight the brow bones. Can be super pretty up there.
Oh yeah,
a little sparkle and kind of bring that forward. And again, if it's too much, you can just kind of like tap it out. Pitt pens are better than the Posca pens because you can erase them the same way that you can erase the gelatos. But I want to use the materials that I told you to bring for today. You can even put some on the side of the nostrils. Can be even kind of cute. I love a highlight on the bottom lip. You can, again, a little tappy tap on the bottom is very, very pretty.
That's so pretty.
And I like doing also the chin. So every time you put a highlight, it's going to bring those features forward, right? So putting the highlight on the brow bone, like makes the brow bones kind of stick out. Same thing with the nose. Okay. And again, if it's too much, you can just soften it with your finger. You can put some highlights on her for sure, like her earrings. Dangling there. You can absolutely come in and do some tappy taps. Maybe decorate her, what's that called? Dress thingy? Part upside of her dress? I don't know what that is. You can put some more striking highlights in her hair if you want to. And again, if it's too much, you can just soften it with your hand the same way we softened the gelatos. These will erase a little bit with baby wipes, not as nicely as the Pitt pens will, but I just wanted to show you. You can pull out some, I don't think I put any, I guess I did. I put some like individual, sometimes I like to just highlight a few strands, like a few individual strands, maybe towards the front of the face. And again, I sort of just follow the same lines. That's very striking, but I just want to make it super clear about places that are really fun to highlight. Right, have like an extreme example. I'm always happy to be your guinea pig. All right, and so look at her eyes. I mean, she looks all of a sudden she just came to life. That was 4 dots. Other places that you can add really fun highlights are around like this part of the eye. I don't know what that's called. Like
which part?
That part, like your tear duct, kind of. That looks really pretty also. That can look super pretty. But it's kind of the combination of the shading and the highlights. And then this, again, I'm going to do like a full demo in a happy hour, but just to give you a sneak peek, you can do a lot more with the Pitt pens. And then what's nice is that this is all sealed everything. So everything you have so far is like safely tucked away under your sealant layer. So again, if you like make a nightmare mistake with your Pitt pens, you full erase. How nice is that to work with such confidence? It's super nice. So if you want to do the feathers, you actually
so cool.
You can just dismember. Is that right? Is that the right word? You can attach these in a number of different ways. When I did my original, I brushed on the sealant and then I tried to lay it in it. And I like almost like pressed it in because I didn't really want it all. Because I'll show you the one that did get all mangled. Hold on. The first one did not go well. So here was you can see this one. This one did a pretty good job. Like I kind of pressed it in and then I took my brush, what's it called? Foam brush. Do you have any around?
I think we used most of them.
Yeah. And so this was wet sealant and I kind of just like did that. I kind of stayed away from like the heart of it. And then I brushed this part in. But on this one, as you can see, I think it was like, it got like mangled. So when I went to go pick it up and lay it down, by that point, it was like completely just like a saturated hot mess, whatever. So I was like, whatever, right? Things always happen. So I just brushed it in it. And then I put this one between them. And then I was like, it'd be cute if we had a little fluffy fluff, which kind of hides my one that is ridiculous. And then I put a little bedazzle there.
Because you need bling.
Yeah. And then this is just one feather embedded into my like brushed on feather, which is weird because you can't even tell what's painted and what's feather. But again, I just laid it in my Mod Podge. So what I can do now, if I want, is just, it's such a thick piece of paper. Oh, I'm getting ready for my cocktail. How about you, Mandy?
Totally.
We earned a cocktail.
We have. It's been so fun.
I can't wait to have cocktails with you. So, and then whatever is too hard, some of these feathers have a really like hard, bony spine, if you will. You can just use like a glue gun and just get the like bony parts that won't get in. But that is super pretty. Do you want one or do you leave like or edit?
Yeah. No, I want to totally add one. But I want you to do yours. Just do yours
and then
first.
I got these all at Michael's. I got this at Michael's, which is on the PDF. And I think these are really fun too. Like, so I used one of these like fluffy ones for her dress. One of these like smaller ones.
That's pretty.
Well, that one's like cut off. Oh, I don't know what happened to that one. So, I mean, I kind of just dismantled it all.
Yeah.
And then you can start. And again, like she's really small scale now. So it's like now my feather's like enormous feather. So I don't know if that's too big. But
little ones,
I have a couple. Look at these pretty.
Yeah. I love that. Oh, get those out. That's perfect.
Yeah. So I got this at Michael's, which was on my PDF. And I got 2. I got a smaller one also. But that might be nice.
Yeah, it's so
that's
pretty.
Like a smaller scale one. Yeah, can someone else drop the supply list in the chat again?
These are pretty.
Here's a good little fluffy one.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Here, I'm going to grab
those teal ones
out. Just assemble that, and then I'm going to grab my other little one, which is, where did it go? Oh, and there was one more thing I wanted to show you guys as well. I went to Michael. You can get like these little like push press on things. Here's my, this is the dismantled 2 other ones that I dismantled. So here's some smaller feathers.
Oh yeah.
That are
That's
already
perfect
out. And I'll show you this as well. Wow, we're dismantling feathers.
If you want those are cool.
Oh yeah, those are really cool. Here's a really fun cheat, and I do this on a lot of my mixed media projects. Is I just take a stamp pad. Can you hand me those? I just found out that the archival ones are the best. The Ranger Distress line, those are all like craft and are not. They like super fade, but their archival line don't. And I just found out they came in potting soil, sepia, coffee, like all these colors I never even heard of before. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I bought them all so I could show them today. But this is the one that's just open and easy, but a really fun way to like quick accentuate some of your kind of edgier, vintagey looking things. I don't know what it is, but I love some dark corners.
Yeah.
So I will just take this and I'll run the stamp pad around the edges, and it just, I don't know, it does something to me that I love so much. I run it along the sides, and what happens is too, like I'll put it face down, and it kind of like picks up too on a lot of that.
Yeah.
The collage. Awesome. Yeah, I'm obsessed. It looks so good. And then again, if you have any weird things down here, you can be like, I don't know. It to nothing. Like call her
cool
her weird boobs. Exactly right. Yes. So then I can just do. All right. So I do heavy in the corners. I do along the side, and then like a little bit on the edges. I'm obsessed with that. These lights look really glaring.
It does look glaring.
I'm gonna turn the down a little bit. There's one of these settings.
The white here is looking a lot brighter on screen than it does in person.
I know, it does. I wonder if it's these lights and like the light of the day. I'm not really sure, but yeah there we go. That's a little bit better. But yeah, super fun. I also like to take like a black and run it around. I'm obsessed with that as well. Really cool. But do you see how that gesso we put on now is like gives this like glow about her?
Yeah.
So Ellen, I think if you upgrade to the Wonder Bundle, you for freaking sure should get those bonuses, because you'll also be joining the Mixed Media Society when you do that. So yes, 100%. Yes, for sure. Yes. Oh,
Stacey, it's Scotland. Late for you.
Scotland is my favorite place on the planet. Too. I'm going in June. I go every year. My dream is to have a house there. So I will see you soon, Stacey's creation. I have to accost everyone from Scotland. It's like a thing. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. So yes. Does anyone have any questions? I think the supply list got put in.
Yeah.
You can go to awesomeartschool.com if you want to join us for the Mixed Media Society before 6 or just ever. And if you're not prepared to make a decision today, then don't rush it. You will be missing out on some really good bonuses. Oh, that is a small one. Sure. Should we Mod Podge these in?
Oh, I love that. That's gorgeous.
Super fluffy. Do you have one you love?
No, I'm just watching you.
Oh. All right. I know. What about these green ones?
Yeah.
These would match my drawing really cool. girl. That was like the super green that I did.
So pretty.
All right.
I'm going to dig through your box.
Oh, yes, please. There's purple ones in there, too.
You know I love purple.
All right. Yeah, they have these ones are the ones that I normally use. They're great. Yeah, the happy hour is all there's a whole happy hour classroom, Wendy. So yes, of course. Everything is always recorded, and everything stays in the club forever and ever and ever. Yes, of course. I think I need some scissors, maybe.
Yeah. I'll grab you some.
Oh, you're so kind. Yeah. So just gonna get I just ripped it. Except it's like bending the wrong way. If you can.
Well, I used scissors earlier.
All right.
Right there.
And then we just do one peacock feather. All right.
Can't believe we kept our headpieces on.
I know. I'm so proud of myself. Oh, here's the smaller one. Did you just get that to me? Where did this come from?
No, I think it was on the side.
It just arrived in my hands. That was so weird. I just plucked it out of thin air. All right. Oh, also, if you guys want to come post in my Facebook group, I'm having a giveaway on Monday.
Yeah. Monday or Wednesday?
Oh, Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Club members also get the best in our giveaway prizes too. I have to say, they get a lot. They get a lot of good perks. All right. I'm going to do that one. It just landed there. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it.
Perfect.
Well, I'm going to turn the fan off because that's
not
helping. All right. So I'm going to put this on. I want to make sure we have time to eat a little bit. So I'm going to probably, if there's no questions, then I'm going to art away, and then we'll probably end a little bit before 6 so we have time to eat some dinner before we do another hour with our Mixed Media Society members. Okay.
Awesome.
These are so weird. These little
They are, but they're really cool, aren't they?
Well, they're the perfect color.
I know.
So they have to go somewhere.
Yeah, they do.
What if we do? Oh,
yeah,
that's kind of neat. But I can't just have one.
There are a whole bunch. Here's, I think I've got 5.
What are you gonna do?
I'm just following you.
2.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really cool.
I love that.
It looks painted, but it's not.
Yeah,
it's so neat. So the question is, you're so glad. I'm so glad you had fun. Thank you guys for coming. We're just going to be sitting here puttering with our last little things. Yeah. I'm trying to decide, would you glue gun this? Or should we Mod Podge it?
Yeah.
Both might be glue gun worthy, but I don't like it when
I wonder that too.
What if we did Mod Podge to like here and then left it and just see if we could get it to sit in?
Yeah.
Although you know what she doesn't have? She doesn't have like a barrette or anything.
No, she doesn't have her bling yet.
Well, we can put that on after. In the drawing version, I did draw it. All right, I'm gonna slap on some Mod Podge. We ran out of. This is like the grossest thing in the whole world right now. Everywhere around us, gross things are happening. All right, what if we do like this? Cool. So that way, it's maybe we do another one. Now I feel like I should be more ready than I am right now.
Like shove another feather up there? Dirty
on
mind.
there.
On there?
Well, that's really pretty.
Isn't that pretty?
Just sink it in the Mod Podge.
Yes.
But I feel like it should go this way.
Try it.
Just putting it. Ooh, oh, no, it's okay. It's all clear, remember?
Yes.
Oh, that looks not good.
No. Where's the little spiky ones? Would that look good?
It's too like sticky at the ends. All right. Reject. What about this one?
Yeah. Try it.
Again, I don't know which way to flip it.
You need to get that bead.
But see, this is the magic of Mod Podge. You can do this all day. We already have it on there, so it's all fine. I do feel like this one should be here, except the end is ratty though. What if we cut it?
One of these spiky ones that pull up there? Even to carry that through?
We go this way?
Yeah.
Easy for you to say.
Or is it cooler in my head than it is on the canvas?
Right. No, that's cool. Oh.
That's really hard to glue
I
down.
know. I had to use my glue gun the last time.
Yeah.
We have like a Mod Podge party. That's a good start, but we might need to add some.
Yeah.
But that's pretty because it's the exact right color. Yeah, if we just do 2 of those and that one.
Fancy.
And then a bling.
Yeah. Oh, that'd look really sharp.
Are you just saying that?
No, I'm not. I'm not just saying that.
I love it. Whoa.
Ellen says what Mandy said.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure this is the hardest part of it. The painting part is easy.
They wanted to see mine too.
Yes. Look at her. She's cute. She needs
her feathers and stuff too.
She does.
I'm just kind of watching you.
I know. It is a little, it's a little hard deciding what goes where. What if she has two and that thing in the middle?
She could
I think that would look really pretty. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Isn't you could strip away some of these?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Maybe do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's really pretty.
Yeah, do it.
I'm going in for a bleh.
Another blah, 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 blah.
It can't be that thick because then it won't.
Lizard said, what about a brooch at the bottom of the feathers? Yes.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Yeah. I have a jewel on the
bling?
first one. I do have a lot of bling. I have all the stuff I have left over from when I taught kids. I don't know that I can have just one thing jetting out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm determined. Are there any? I need a small one.
The small ones are not. There are more big ones than small. But
where'd all the small ones go? What about this little floofer?
Yeah.
Except that's the wrong color.
Pull that one out.
Why is this so hard? I can paint. I can't feather.
It might be a small one. How's that? Too big or no?
See? Everything's bigger.
This is
better
so pretty.
On a bigger scale. That's kind of pretty. It's way too big, but I honestly...
But it looks really cool.
I want to trim it.
Can you cut it?
I know, that's why I was like...
Yes, you totally can. Perfect.
Oh, yeah, I can. I feel like this is me when I cut my bangs. Really? Just gotta make it work at the end. I think it'll work. I think this is gonna work. But I think I need to hot glue that.
Yeah.
I don't know. A little bit of both. Yeah, I think a little hot.
Oh, it's a beautiful feather.
Yes, this is what I did with the other one. I glued it in 3 places. I remember now. I did it like here, and then like so I could steer it where I wanted it to go.
That makes sense.
That's what I did. But this is actually okay. All right, you're gonna get the guts up to do yours.
Oh, totally.
All right, I'm gonna get my glue gun out because this isn't gonna stay. That's the problem with the feathers is they have really stiff parts. So they don't want to stay down. But I don't want to get all the feathers tamped down. Look at my mess. Hilarious. Oh. It was like a big blob that I didn't get off.
I love the peacock feather. This is going to look so cool.
But you can wipe this stuff everywhere. Like over her face again if you need to. All right. You in for this?
Yeah, totally.
All right.
Whenever you're
I'm going to go plug in the glue gun.
Okay.
Holy crap.
And let her dry?
It's a mess. Yes. Here, you want to move in to the spot? All right. Whoop. All right. Oh, yeah. I was going to do eyelashes, but now I just put Mod Podge on her face.
Oh, you can do it on mine.
Oh, all right. I can do that. So my favorite tool for making eyelashes, I can't believe I forgot, is, I'm just going to let my students answer this one if they're still here. If any of my members are here, can you tell me what this is right now?
What is it?
Because I'm obsessed. I don't know that that's going to stick.
I don't think it is either.
It's not enough. Oh, but you can tap it in. Oh.
Did somebody answer?
That's so funny. Not yet. Okay, you guys all get F's today. You know what this is. It is a
You're
brush
right.
pen.
It's the brush pen.
It's the Pentel Pocket Brush Pen.
Valley Mermaid, way to go.
Yes, exactly. And I'm totally obsessed with this utensil for making eyelashes. I use it in all my drawings and all my mixed media pieces as well. It makes the best cat eye in the world. Do you want me to make some lashes for you? You already have a good lash going. So it's it has like actual bristles on it, which is super lovely. So Mandy already painted a really lovely cat eye, to be honest. But if you want to make some individual extra ones, you can use this one. It does take a little bit of, you want tons?
Yeah.
Some over here.
Do it up. Because I never do them all the way around.
Yeah.
I feel like
I'm going to give you some on the bottom too. And you can thicken up.
And I never do the bottom.
You can I'm going to even lower her.
I love it. Keep going.
Don't even get me started. Oh, there's like things flying around. So this is my favorite. This is also on the, that was a big fatty that I just made.
Did you mess up my piece?
Yep. I did.
Oh, she looks pretty. She doesn't look so angry now, huh?
You can do like a nice thick bottom line too.
Yeah. Give her tons of makeup.
I know, right? And I think this is on that supplies list too, but it says like optional. Ooh. I know. And I honestly, here, you need your parentheses. Forgot your nose parentheses.
She looks better.
She's so cute. And then I use this too to like doodle everywhere. Obsessed with it. I just published a YouTube video on mixed media eyelashes on my YouTube mixed media channel.
That one was so good.
That's
if you haven't watched it,
yes,
they're all good. But I love the eyelashes part.
All right, you may resume. Your thing.
The messy feather part.
Yes. And we will stay for, why don't we say just till they're done? And then we need about 15 minutes to like wolf down some dinner.
Yeah.
Before we resume with our Mixed Media Society group at 6 o'clock. So if you are interested in joining and you want the 5 free bonuses, you have 25 minutes left to go over to awesomeartschool.com and check it out and see if you're interested and join. You can join afterwards, but then your only bonus is this, which is pretty awesome.
Which is an
this
awesome
bonus does not go away. But if you want to come and keep working on do the last touches of our mixed media girl that we're doing right now, then you can come and join us if you like. And my lovely team members, here you go.
Thanks.
Did you want to come and do it in front of everyone?
Yeah, I love that. No pressure.
Right?
That's okay. This is hard. This little feathery, I don't want to screw that up.
Oh, you're welcome, Steph. I'm so glad to see you here. See you too, Ellen. Oh, the bonuses. There's a lot of bonuses. First of all, there's actually a million bonuses anyways when you join, but the bonuses that disappear at 6 are, at 6 we're actually having another happy hour right here, but my husband is coming, serving cocktails, and our whole team is going to be there as well. I'm also going to be teaching how to use the pit pens to do a lot more than what we've done. I'm going to be talking about varnishing your pieces and also how to frame your pieces. And then I'm also giving you my free Easy Faces course, which teaches you how to draw faces front, 3/4 portraits, and
I love that
profiles. Because
those are tricky.
Because a lot of people want to learn how to draw as well. And then I'm also giving you my How to Draw Fun Fab Faces, Volume 1 and 2. Those are the PDF copies. Just to be super clear, those are 2 ebooks. And then you get the bonus on how to draw this girl from scratch. Also, so lots of little bonuses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then joining us is 5. But also, if you go check out what's included, you also get 6 additional books. There's a library of courses with hundreds of courses in them already that you can go and binge to your heart's content. Yes. So much. 6 other books that you get, and depending on what level you get, you also get free paperbacks in the mail, art supplies. All depends on which membership you like. So yes, the happy hour is you would get you should have already gotten a link that was emailed at 5, Rachel. It's on YouTube as well. Yes, the pocket pentel is my favorite. Yes. All right. Oh, and you're done.
Yeah, I'm just letting her
dry. Okay, perfect. All right. Awesome. I'm glad you're happy, Louise. Oh, good. I'm glad. Graciela said, I hope that was fun.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Lucy's in bed. Lucy's not in the Mixed Media Society, which is why she's not coming. She's not in it. She's only in the Celtic Collective. But that's nice that you recognize that she wasn't in. She would love that. Yeah, she's not in the Mixed Media Society. She's only in the Celtic Collective.
She's done a couple lessons for you, I think. watercolor.
In
skin
mixed
tone.
media?
Yeah. Skin tones.
Do they have that one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Mm-hmm.
You do acrylics, watercolors. There's so many.
Well, you can come to the collective. Then it's the Lucy show all day long. I was chatting with her all this afternoon, as a matter of fact.
Awesome.
Oh, good. Stacy Creations. I think you have tons of all the right equipment already. Sounds like if you're doing paper crafts, then you're good. You're super welcome. Yeah, eyelashes are deceptively challenging, but they also make your piece which is also why I have those practice. I also give my club members because I publish so many books, I have so many PDF resources that I give everybody too. And one of them is just a whole sheet for practicing eyelashes, which I hope is really fun for them too. Good. I'm so glad that you guys had fun. The replay is right here.
With you too.
Yeah, the replay is just right where you're at. You can rewind and watch from scratch. We're gonna go wolf down some dinner. I'm starving, and we'll see all of our Mixed Media Society members members in 20 minutes. In 20 minutes is what is left. Where's my little thing? Here we go. Look, now we can show our little tiki.
Awesome.
So I'm going to leave that there while this dries, and we'll see everyone else in at 6 o'clock. Ready? Starving.
Okay.
Bye. Oof. Oh my goodness. Do I let that go? I think I'm going to end it. All right. We'll see you guys in 20 minutes.